Hey guys, we here at TFT Academy have been developing an app overlay for the past year. It's a desktop overlay for TFT that you can download right now. The first big feature that every TFT player needs is access to your own VODs. Every important relevant part of the game will be recorded so you can jump and skip through without a beat. And if you're going over it with a friend or a coach, you can even draw over and tellustrate. We also have a comprehensive team planner. You can quickly add and remove champions by left and right clicking. You can also customize your roll down. If you only want a 2-star copy of this champion, it'll automatically hide for you when you find your third copy. However, the marker will stay if you click it to be a 3-star. The team builder in TFT currently only allows you to select 10. We allow you to select up to 20. And of course, it's everything else that you expect out of an overlay. We make recommendations based on your artifacts, your augments, and your items. You'll have access to everything like usual TFT Academy, but with so many more powerful tools. And it's just the beginning. We're going to be adding way more features. So hop on over and check out TFTAcademy/overlay and download today. So guys, we're going to do an extra credit for TFT Academy. This is to get you guys prepared so that you have the full read, the same read as us going into launch week. Now, it's kind of important to recognize that there's also a patch, I believe.
Yeah, the 8 patch. We don't actually know what the 8 patch is, by the way. Mortdog only posted the set changes patch thingy.
Okay. So there will be an 8 patch. Okay, I thought someone said it was on his Twitter. But we will actually have an 8 patch. So the caveat is this is everything that we know before they officially patch everything. So if they, let's say the best comp in the game, let's say Vex is number 1, right? If they nerf Vex, and obviously Vex is going to have to adjust, but hopefully you can use this as a baseline to get started and then adjust as you need.
I kind of have a pretty good idea what they might hit.
Okay, well, let's start off with, we'll just open up the app. If you guys don't know, TFT Academy app is out, and it's a big thing that we're focusing on for this set. The current tier list as it stands right now, and we're going to be making adjustments, is that we have 4 comps in the S tier. We have Vex, Nova Marauders, we have Aesol Mech, and we have Victor with reroll. And the first thing I have to ask there, Soap, is having played a bunch of PB ladder and tournaments over the past week or two, do you feel like this is still currently accurate? Like, are these the 4 best comps to play right now?
I think a lot of LeBlanc setups. Okay, the thing is LeBlanc is low-key kind of Vex. Like the Giga High Roll LeBlanc spots are just Vex. But also, there's this one Arbiter that they didn't fix, where you get max HP every time you spin meta. That one is Giga S tier. Your Leona 2 is 6k HP or something. Okay. But I mean, outside of that comp is I don't know, maybe not S tier, but it's a really good AP transition into 9. So you end up playing around it a lot, I'd say.
Okay, got it. So we're peeling back the curtain a little bit. We're showing you guys how it works. This is our back end dashboard. I'm going to be doing real-time updates to show you. So you're saying if you have, so one of the things that you can play towards Vex is, first of all, Vex is basically the max cap version of the LeBlanc composition, right? You're saying it's kind of, you just basically, if you play LeBlanc, you're going to top 4 probably, but the way you win the game is to transition off of LeBlanc and put Vex, because it kind of uses similar units, right?
Yeah, and the thing is, it's to enable LeBlanc, you have to play Arbiters on your board, and unless you have a Leona 3 or a Giga HP Leona, playing the Leona is a negative fon. Sometimes you can just play Zoe, that's also a negative fon. So if you drop LeBlanc, you also get to drop those, enabling you to cap your board a lot higher.
Okay, we wrote here best with the Arbiter that scales LeBlanc's AP. That's one of the default options, but you're saying we should add the also 50 mana plus permanent HP for Leona, right?
I mean, I would hope they would nerf that one on the 8 patch, but I'm not sure if the stuff like that will get caught.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna add that. We'll save it. Okay, so that's Vex. Vex is really strong. Vex is also a good fast 9 board. Let's say you're playing Aura farming, or I think it's also a board people play around if they're playing Expedition 33, right? We're talking about the general random 5-cost stuff.
I would definitely not recommend to play any kind of 5-cost comp with Expedition.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's you only get away with that in Giga Low Elo, or just in a lobby where you don't get punished.
Low Elo. Expedition 33, I see the most common people play mech towards mech.
No, you have to play a forcible 4-cost, because you need you're gonna have less gold just in general, so you need to play a comp that
okay,
you can hit with less gold, which is not 5 costs. If you're putting a rating on a unit that's worth 2 slots, you're kind of, it's not exactly doubling the value of the radiant, but it's pretty close. And then mech is also cheap because the units take up 2 slots, but they're not twice as expensive. So it's just lots of internal synergy there. But okay. I also imagine I'm pretty sure Expedition 33 is good in any 4-cost hyper carry comp. Like it's probably like even good into like LeBlanc. I mean, I probably wouldn't play it with like melee AD, but
Okay,
it's like
that's
probably
good to
not
know
unplayable.
then, because I think I was watching people play it, but it's PB, so they're getting away with hyper greed. So we'll replace that. I guess we can just play. Is there any maybe like late game scaling or something? I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, that sounds fine.
We'll just have that replace. Let's talk a little bit about mech. Mech is super popular. A lot of people are playing it from Loose Streak. Do you want to play mech from Loose Streak, or is it a composition you can play from Win Streak as well, or other situations?
You really do want to play from Loose Streak. The mechanic this set where you get anvils from being low HP is like really important in this comp, because like honestly the ASOL items are like a kind of a bit flex as long as they have AP. Like you have like a rod or a tier somewhere, like magic shred, it's probably fine. But the mighty mech items are like completely not flex. Okay, like maybe one of the slots is flex, but if you don't have like stone plates plus like either one of Sterex or Titans, your mech's gonna be like really, really bad. And the comp is basically just like your mech not dying and then you win the fight. Much more complicated than that.
Okay, got it.
Well, the one thing about this, I did say it's not very complicated. The comp is actually like pretty bad, I'd say, in like Stillwater Hold. Like it's probably just underpowered in Stillwater Hold because there's nothing to like multiply your stuff. Like any kind of augment that empowers like 1 or 2 units, like Twin Guardians is a big one, any Radiant item, lots of artifacts, the Yasuo hexes, the Soraka health enchant, the I don't know, like any like max HP augments or like scaling max HP, not like give max HP. All of those are like really, really good conditions to play this. And like that's a lot of conditions. So it's not really conditional, but like if you're just like raw playing this with triple econ, you're not gonna have a good time unless you hit 3-star, which is honestly not even that hard.
Sounds reasonable.
Oh yeah, solo plate. That's another giga, but we have it there.
Yeah. I mean, I saw that this was also really good in the stats, but I'm not sure if that's actually true. So
I don't know. I've played it. It's probably fine, but like normal Mogul's build might just be good. Like it might just mean you're taking like a multiple. Like the stats might be from just taking multiple artifact augments, because like I think Silvermare mech is like in the 2s. ASOL like has like five like good artifacts.
Okay, so Forge is probably a safer thing to put here then.
Yeah. like all the artifact stuff.
I guess it's a loose streak, so you can play like Forge and Strength then. I see a lot of people do that as well. Okay, that makes sense. All right. I see a lot of people also like they play the Akali and the Maokai versions, but sometimes they also play like Tahm Kench versus like splashing into random Fiora. When are you going to be looking to play like the Akali and Maokai versions versus like trying to cap higher? If you like hit, like let's say you hit 2-star Maokai, 2-star Akali, but you also have like Fiora and TK.
You play the Maokai Akali if you're broke, which is pretty often if you're like playing this from like a combat augment kind of condition. Like if you play this from Fortune Strength 2-1, you're almost always going to have to play Maokai Akali, because like otherwise you're spending an extra, I don't know, like an extra 20 gold on your board, which is just not worth it.
Yeah.
You also like sometimes you just build a guard breaker in this comp, but you don't have JG, and like you probably need to play it there as well, because ASOL doesn't even auto, so the item is completely dead if you don't have precision on ASOL, which is like
right.
Like the item is like not good if you don't have precision on other units, but it's like not completely dead because your auto attacks can still like 45% random crit. ASOL doesn't even auto attack, so like this no precision guard breaker, you are quite literally down an item.
Yeah,
kinda.
that makes sense. Okay, so Akali and Maokai, good for precision. If you guys don't know, if you're watching on like VOD, for example, precision is the new keyword, meaning your abilities can crit. It's what Jewel Gauntlet does, Infinity Edge, Jewel Lotus. Sometimes you just have the Striker's Flail, but no Jewel Gauntlet. You have to keep the Akali and the Nova effect in order to get precision. Okay, mech, good from Loose Streak. Hopefully you guys got some tech there. Let's talk about Nova. Nova Marauders, I mean, a big part of it is because the Nova emblem seems bananas to me. I think people are saying this is like one of the biggest warping things that could happen. Like if you see an Echo God Blessing with a spat, you see a lot of people forcing Nova.
I will bet like a large sum of money that this emblem is getting nerfed tomorrow.
Okay.
The crazy thing is like we are pretty certain that if you don't have Nova emblem, the best board is 4 Nova anyways. So just like
not 5.
Like think about no, it's not. We're pretty sure it's not 5. We're pretty sure like 4 Marauder and like Kench and Shen are just better, because you have to drop one of them if you play 5 Nova.
I see.
Like you always want to play the Yi Fiora like 4 Marauder stuff, and then Kench is your best front line, and then Shen is just like better than 5 Nova as a bonus. So you just don't play 5 Nova. But if you have Emblem, you get the insane Emblem Nova strike effect and you get to play 5 Nova.
Right.
So just kind of ridiculous how much it powers up the comp, I'd say.
Okay, if no Emblem, just play 4 Nova instead.
Yeah, just 4 Nova, 4. Okay, like a lot of it's because like 4 Marauder is like actually tuned pretty high. Like in the past, like 4 Slayer, like you didn't care about at all, but 4 Marauder is actually like pretty good.
Yeah,
so
that makes sense. Got it. And then the Nova's like pretty flexible, right? Like you have Mastery, but is it like higher cap to go for Graves and Fiora ultimately than Mastery?
I think if you get like Graves on stage 4, you can. Yeah, you don't have to play like 4 Marauder. But if you don't have Graves on stage 4, it's just you just cap around Fiora and Yi.
Okay, got it. That makes sense. Oh, actually, yeah. Another question too is we had our items originally because the core was playing around Kindred at the very beginning of PBE, but then it just kind of transitioned to a Nova Emblem.
Okay,
so
my like I don't even know if this is a hot take, but I'm okay. It's like a hot take, but it comes around back on being correct for a different reason. But I don't actually think Rageblade is like that good on this Kindred unit. But you also just can't use rods. But but like I feel like the item is just something you make on like 4-1 after you see your Wolves component. It's not like a prio at all.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Like I am completely happy if my Kindred item is double Kraken guard or something. I even like I actually think I like QSS more on Kindred. Like a lot more actually. Like you want to play in the Shin bubble, so like you're probably getting Nunud. And then also you have precision from Akali, so the crit from QSS is like actually like very valuable. And then also protects. Yeah, it also protects you as from enemy shit. No, but you don't want to do both. Like you never want to go QSS and Gitsu. That's like
okay, got it.
That's like an inting build. I don't know if people are gonna like think our tier list sucks if we like put the Ginsu off of the unit that everyone thinks Ginsu's on, but I'm like very confident QSS is a better item than Rageblade on this unit.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's okay because you know that's dishsoap, and so.
But yeah, you also can't use rods, so like you might just be making it anyways.
Okay, fair enough. I'm gonna put Nova M as the priority, and then just keep these like general sword, bow, cloak stuff because that is generically okay.
Also, like some people like do this like stare at QSS build on Yi. We're very confident that it's Edge of Night because in the late game, if you don't have Edge of Night, he's just gonna get popped.
Okay, got it. Suggested making an alternate build. We can do that. Yeah, there it is. Boom. Alternate build, just like that. Dishsoap. A lot of times, by the way, alternate build sometimes is a lot better than the main build, but it's just not mainstream, so we don't really talk about it very much. Nova Kindred, I mean, that's just like the inferior version of it. Actually, can we just remove this Nova Kindred version? Is it the same thing as the Nova Marauders, or is that different?
Yeah, I guess. I put the other emblem to like the other version to like distinguish the emblem from the normal comp.
Okay.
This is also what I thought you were supposed to play 5 Nova, so
okay.
Yeah.
We'll just take it off.
Very strange. You just play 4 Nova. I don't know.
Well, until they change it, they might obviously change that. We'll see. The last comp we have in S is Drone Victor. I mean, Drone Victor is pretty nutty right now. I've heard some people say that MF actually isn't really a prio in this comp. It's like it's a Victor mainly comp, and you just kind of give MF literally whatever. She could just hold like Void Staff, red buff. Like who cares?
I agree with that. There's also like a version of this comp that I don't think you're supposed to reroll, but it's like really interesting. It uses like infinite bronze for life traits.
Oh yes.
But I think it's I think you're meant to like level with it and just like play off of like triple combat. But
yeah, we need to add that. I know what you're talking about. Victor Bronze for life. It's like you play like every triple traded unit. You play like Mordekaiser, Alawi, Lysandra, and you just have like 9 traits active on 8. It's actually crazy.
Yeah, and then like I think Victor's just overtuned. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a small nerf. Like I think that's definitely one of the things to be nerfed.
Yeah,
like his base damage, like it doesn't really compete because he's like a channel. His spell takes like a bit of time, but like his 1-star ability does like almost the same amount as like Zoe on set 16, Zoe 3-star, but like just over like small period of time. But it also AOE's. It's not like a great comparison, but like I don't know. I was reading this guy's numbers and it just seemed crazy. And then also the drone is just overtuned as well. But yeah, I would expect something about this getting nerfed. You don't play Panth in this.
You don't play. Oh, I thought it was like the. Okay, my bad. What's the version then?
You play Pike and like Nami.
Oh, okay, right. Pike, Nami, and then yes. And then who's the shepherd? Is it Meepsy?
Meep.
Yeah.
And then the last unit.
So many traits.
You do have a last unit, I believe, on 8 that like is Giga or
Space Groove unit. Oh no, we have it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I have a
6, 7.
screenshot.
No, this is 8
Oh,
units.
no, no, you're
7
playing
units.
Rust. Rust is very important.
Okay.
Otherwise, you have no front line. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you could just like 2-star this board with triple combat. Like you see drone Victor, and you like purposely just don't take any items. I mean, maybe you take item aug is probably fine, but you don't take any econ augment because you're just gonna like end the game with a bunch of like low cost units. You just try to maximize your board strength as much as possible with like item and combat augments, and then you go like third or something.
Yeah,
Like Loki, it actually is pretty good.
Sure. All right. So that's our S tier. And then let's go to the A. Okay. Also, there's some stuff that did move around last night. So if there's anything else that you think should belong in the S tier, let me know. What do you think? Is there anything else that you believe should also be moved up here?
Not really. I used to think, I don't know. I put Prim in S tier because like on like the last patch of like nerfs, they like nerfed everything but the comp. But I guess like it just doesn't. It hasn't impressed me that much in the days that followed somehow. Okay. Even though like even before the patch, I thought it was like pretty good. I mean, the comp's not bad. I thought it was just gonna take over, and it really hasn't.
I think this is what a lot of people should play if it's like your first games of the sets. I think this is like one of the straightforward, easy. You print the Primordian stuff, and it's like pretty powerful. So,
yep.
Are you supposed to? I see people sometimes go for a Kali 3 in this comp.
Yeah, you can go for a Kali. Okay. You're gonna need items for her, but it's like fine to not do it also.
Yeah, okay, copy. One thing to know as well is that if you do play the Nova, if you Nova a Kali, you get anti-heal. A lot of people don't know that. There's actually not that many free anti-heal sources from units this set, not like Leona from Targon's previous set. I also see people Nova Maokai in this composition. Have you seen that?
Yeah, it's probably fine. Loki might be Nova Caitlyn though. The Nova Caitlyn bonus. Here's the tech. I'm pretty sure if you're ever playing Caitlyn and Kindred on the same board, I think it is more damage to Nova your Caitlyn than it is to Nova your Kindred.
Really? Mark all enemies. Increasing damage. First time marked off low, headshot them. Okay.
No, it just makes the entire enemy team take 10% more damage.
Oh, I see. Okay. Interesting.
It like doesn't make any sense based on like the design philosophies they said with this Nova Strike thing, but I'm pretty sure it's just straight up more damage than putting it on Kindred. So okay, there's that.
Cool. Sounds good. I added that note. Belveth also has done pretty well with some artifacts. They did buff Flicker Blades. I remember seeing Evelyn's Instinct was very good. It's one of the new artifacts.
Yeah, it's like kind of it's like tailor made for her.
Yeah. Just basically perfect for her. It's like it's kind of like where Darkened Scythe, if you like do the movement thing, you get some benefits. So
it's like Darkened Scythe for attack speed.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. We talked about LeBlanc. I don't know if there's anything else we want to talk about LeBlanc very much, outside the fact that if you slam Rage Blade and you don't know what you're playing, a lot of times people are going to be defaulting to LeBlanc. It's a straightforward composition to play.
I think this is like one of the only like true Rage Blade units. The other Rage Blade units are LARPers. But,
yeah, Kindred. Vex? Isn't Vex a Rage Blade user?
I'm pretty sure she needs it less than this LeBlanc unit. Okay, you can have some like you can have like red buff guard breaker JG or something, or like you can have like red buff GS void staff, and that is perfectly fine amount of attack speed. Put that build on LeBlanc, and you don't really have that good of a carry.
Yeah. Two things I want to say. One, I remember you were telling me that LeBlanc really wants Gunblade, specifically.
No. I was telling you GS. She really wants GS.
She really wants GS. Sorry. Okay, GS. Why is that?
It's because she's like basically only hits the front line. She also has no inherent damage amp from her trade at all. I mean, you get it from like Voyager, but it's like I think that's like 7 or 9%. I forgot. It's nothing. But also like if you need her to do damage, like ideally your Arbiter is giving you AP, so I don't really want to build AP. You already like have attack speed, so it's just like the third scaling.
Got it.
And then like you could go like JG for precision, but JG doesn't actually give attack speed like in the item inherently, so it's like not good.
Got it. Okay, and then the second thing is how important is Karma for this composition? Because people are saying like LeBlanc Karma. I've seen people skip Karma. I've seen people prioritize Karma as well. Like, oh, I'm gonna make this for both Karma and LeBlanc. How important is Karma?
She does damage. She's like enough of a reason to take item augments in the comp, which like is pretty important. Like there's some comps that just can't take item augments, or if they're item flooded, it's just like really, really bad. But this comp does not have that problem. You can itemize like so many units.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Okay. Makes sense.
Like you're completely fine. Like if you have no items, you have like a really, really good LeBlanc setup primarily, and you just focus on her instead. And you like maybe even like don't even upgrade the Karma if you're poor.
One thing I want to note as well is this composition is also awesome with the relevant emblems. Like Voyager emblem is really good in this. Vanguard emblem is really good in it as well. If you get a +1 Shepherd, we've seen some people get like really good flexing spots with that. So very good with like if you open up trait tree and you get relevant stuff, Arbiter as well. If you get relevant stuff, it could be pretty nasty.
Yeah, the Vanguard emblem, like you can just put it on LeBlanc because the effect of the Vanguard emblem is like every time anyone on your team gains a shield, you get AP.
Yeah.
So if you're playing 6 Vanguard,
so good.
If you're playing 6 Vanguard, like each of them gets 2 shields or something.
Mm-hmm.
So that's already like 12 procs. And then like you can play something like Shin. Shin buffs 6 units. That's another 6 procs. And then Voyager is like a proc on all of your frontline units. That's like another like 7 procs.
Shit, I didn't even think about that. Okay, cool.
So yeah, but like basically your Vanguard emblem turns into like a Radiant Death Cap eventually.
Nasty,
but
super nasty. Okay, the other 4-cost comp we have in the A tier is Corki and Riven, and it's like a meeple. It's not really flex. A lot of people just kind of play this default board, but I've seen some people play some interesting variations of it. It started off really hot, and people have kind of cooled off on it more as the PB went when the patch finally settled. So I'm curious what you think. Like, where does Corki Riven sit here?
I don't really like this comp that much, but it might be fine if like there's just a bunch of nerfs tomorrow. I just think this comp like has like just a cap on its damage that it could like never progress at like any stage of the game, and like no other comp has this problem. Like once you have like, I mean, I guess you have like you could have 3-star bar, or sorry, 3 items on bar, 3 items on Riven, 3 items on Corki, but like that's really not that much. Riven's a good unit, but like a lot of her value is like in the tankiness. If she's not like wrapping the backline, she's really, really bad at killing front lines. So your damage kind of caps there. Bard, like a lot of his values in the utility, doesn't really do that much, and it's not like Corki is like the most insane unit of all time, and you're already just playing a bunch of low value units. So
yeah,
I find that the comp just like runs out of damage very fast. Like the amount of damage you're doing on stage 4 is like basically the same amount of damage you're doing on stage 6, which is like not how other comps work.
Yeah, I mean, it's a comp that plays around not many 5-costs at all. And the way you get to the 5-cost version is you basically take out 5 of these units and then you just play 5 costs. So it's not really a pragmatic cap in a lot of situations. So a lot of times if you're playing for this, you're almost over rolling on 8, so you can secure your like 3rd because you want to win stage 4 very convincingly. Other than that, I think it's just a good top 4 farmer, especially because sometimes you have AD items and you're homeless otherwise. So.
The board we have there is like fine on stage 4, but we really should put Bard on there and like.
Okay, I mean, I have it as a flex for 9, but
Bard is like way too important in this comp with his passive.
Okay, so it'd be replacing Meepsy then.
Yeah, and then use wouldn't roll for Galio. I forgot what I even play in this slot, but it's probably something actually good. This Mighty Mech unit on when you're not transforming him is
it's pretty bad. Yeah,
it is very bad. I'd say. What do you play in this slot? I'm so confused.
I guess you're flexible. I've seen people play like Morgana and Shen, things like that.
Yeah, I guess, but like I swear there's a slot, like an actual slot.
Like an actual unit?
Yeah.
You're supposed to play...
I'm losing it.
Well, things that you could slide in +1 Rogue, +1 Timebreaker. You could also just slide in another Bastion.
Oh, maybe I think I've played this comp with what's that called? Golden Dragon like 5 times. Maybe that's what it is.
I think I've actually played like 8, you know, just like a frontline unit that's 8. So
yeah. This is where you really want the Meeple emblem to come in. So
yeah,
well, the Meeple emblem or the Golden Dragon to come in.
Golden Dragon. I've seen people that get +1 Timebreaker, so they play like 4 Timebreaker. I've seen people do stuff like that. Corki Riven. I mean, is A too high? Should we be moving it down? At least mid A. It might be too high.
I mean, at the moment, I think it's like probably doesn't deserve A tier, but it's like not that bad.
Okay.
Go 3rd.
Let's leave it there and see what happens off the A patch. We might change it by the time you guys are watching this on YouTube.
I hit Ramus 3 like 3 times with 4v4 because no one was playing it.
Wait,
there's that, I guess.
Ramus 3? Yeah. Dude, I'm playing my games. I feel like everyone in my games is just rolling for every 4-cost tank ever. I'm not playing.
I mean the 4 format is like giga different.
Yeah. Okay, got it. Let's talk about the other rerolls that we have here. We have Anima Squad and Kaisa Fizz. We just call it Kiz for short. Cute name. Anima reroll. The thing is, I think you're actually quite a big proponent that Anima shouldn't really necessarily be something you think about rerolling, but you cash out and you transition to any of these other 4-cost comps.
Oh yeah, I think the best way to play Anima now is to like sell the Anima units and play like LeBlanc or Gallia usually, even Kindred as well. Like the 80 items are really good on Kindred because they're like designed to work on Jinx, but like Jinx uses the same items as Kindred, so you're just cashing out good items. It also gives like really premium tank items, so those are just broken on the Mighty Mech. And then like LeBlanc, you're already holding like the Vanguards and stuff already like on your thing board, so it's like a really easy transition. And like having extra super good tank items on your Nunu is like pretty good as well.
Got it.
But I also think Diana is just terrible. Like, okay, the problem is I think Diana is also just terrible. So like even though this board like conceptually makes perfect sense, like all the synergies look really nice, and it's like, oh yeah, I could understand why this board would be good because like just look at it. But the thing is, I'm pretty sure this Diana unit is just god awful. And I think the best like if you were trying to like cash out Anima Squad and then like keep Anima Squad in and like reroll it, I don't think you're meant to like play Diana. Like you might just be meant to play like drop like all the arbiters and stuff and play like Victor Aurora, like Victor Aurora or something.
Okay, got it. Okay, but it is the version that people post the most often, so I think we're going.
I'm sure at some point. The problem is I don't like I don't know how to change this because I don't know what like the best version is the problem, because I don't see like people play it consistently enough, and I certainly haven't. I'm sure eventually this board will be good because it makes sense. But right now this Diana unit's like way too bad. I think they like balance it around like some like crazy setups.
All right. Well, I wrote dish soap pro tip: Anima is best played as cash out into 4-cost, but this revo version can also win. There you go. Covered it all. Also, our info block is just like a bunch of yapping. The thing about Anima is that this line actually has a lot of like nuance to the cash out, but the playing the line itself is like pretty straightforward, which is just lose as much as you can and then cash out. Kaisa Fizz. This comp was actually just like a complete terror at one point. It was like averaging a 2.5 or something like that. Something disgusting.
It's still good. It got some big nerfs, but it's still good.
I was gonna say. So I was asking, what are the main conditions you're thinking about playing this versus another comp? Like, what's the main thing you're looking for here?
A lot of the times, it's when you click Backline Blueprint and you open up Rogue Emblem. Like, I think that's like low-key the main condition. I mean, okay, you can also play that into like Riven Yi setup, but that's like a big one. Like any Rogue Emblem at all is like really nice in this because you can like rogue your Rost and then just get a bunch of extra free stats. You can also like rogue Karma maybe, but usually it's Rost. And you get a bunch of free stats in your team. Also, if you just like natural, like if you're playing your like Timebreaker Primordian opener and you use like natural 2 fizzes or like two Kaisas to go along with your Briar or something, you can be like, oh yeah, I'm already like 2 out of 9. Might as well just play this, and then it's like just good. The combo is just good.
Just good. So. It's good stable. Ord and Ross are really contested units though. Does it? I guess it's like interchangeable, right? Like if you can't hit one, just go for the other.
Yeah, I think this comp, like I don't know if it's actually true, but like I think it's true that like out of the 3-cost rerolls that exist, this one can probably survive off of 2-star frontline the best, because like the melee, like the rogue is like kind of a frontline thing as well with the aggro drops.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. They have that. Also, someone told me the other day that, because like you would think with Rogue, intuitively, you don't need an Edge Knight because it already has an Edge Knight. But then someone was saying like, oh, if you put Edge Knight on the Rogues like Fizz or whatever Riven, that's like fine as well. Is that true?
I think Edge Knight's very good on like all of the Rogues except for Kaisa and Fizz. Because I think Fizz is built, like Kaisa is a range, so she doesn't need it. Mm-hmm. But I think Fizz's build is too tight. Like this JG, like I think this is like hard bis, because otherwise you're not getting enough empowered casts, and that's like really important for his damage and his survivability. But like Edge Knight's probably, I don't know if it's like bis. Okay, it's bis on Talon and Gwyn for sure. I know that. I don't know if it's bis on Gwyn, but it's bis on Riven, but it's like very good on Riven.
Got it. Does that mean we should change our item prior to focus on Fizz items first before Kaisa?
I mean, it's like a Kaisa comp though. I don't know. Okay. You just need a loose streak with this and like pick up 60 gloves is the thing.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Kaisa Fizz. Last of the A tier. This one got a lot of movement towards the end of the PB. I'm not sure how you feel about it right now, but Space Emblem, Space Groove Emblem, Nami Riven as well. A lot of people, if they open up with some kind of like spatula and they're not going for Nova, a lot of people go for Space Groove. What are your thoughts on this comp?
It felt like pretty good to me with Emblem. The damage number, like when you see Nami cast her spell, like the numbers look really, really big. Like a lot of that because like five space creep just gives you a ton of stats like into the fight. I mean, just a ton of stats in general. But what I found with this comp is like a lot of times you just like clear their front line, and then your Nami is like walking up against like their enemy backline, and you have the damage to kill them, but then she just like casts like slightly too late. I don't know. Like this has happened to me like probably like 10 to 15 times.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
The comp just like feels she feels like it's like hard to like finish fights, which doesn't really make sense. But I guess it's like her damage isn't it comes in like big bursts, not in like consistent intervals.
Okay, so then 2 follow-ups. 1, are you ever playing this without a Space Groove emblem?
You probably have to sometimes.
Okay.
I don't know, sometimes you like you're probably not like if you're opening like JG Nashers, you're probably not like playing into Karma a lot of the time if you can't go 9.
Yeah.
So you might as well angle this.
Okay. And then the second thing is I know Blitzcrank is kind of like Set from the previous set, right? Where he does like the sit-ups and he has 2 lives, 2 health bars. Like he goes into like a mode where he heals. Are you when you hit Blitzcrank, are you supposed to like isolate him like Set? Like in the previous set, people would solo frontline him and then move everything back, or put him on like one corner to make sure that he gets activated as quickly as possible. Well, what's the deal with Blitzcrank?
He can get value like by like taking damage early. Like you can isolate him like that, and he like does okay. You can like absorb a lot of the enemy damage. But a lot of Blitzcrank's value is like in his displacement, I think, because when he casts, he like knocks the enemy frontline back, which matters a lot. Like you wouldn't think it matters, but like it actually matters a lot. And I found myself like purposely just positioning the Blitzcrank in front of their frontline.
I see.
Like if I can send their Rammus into the backline, that's going to be way more value than whatever damage Blitz can do. And I think it's also something you have to like counterplay.
Right.
If any of the mech players don't have a Titans, you can kind of just. I mean, I don't know if you win the matchup for free, but you have like a super high chance of wrapping with Riven. If you Blitzcrank their mech into the backline, you have like Riven walk around the other side. Lots of stuff you can do there.
Interesting. That's good tech. Okay. Use Blitzcrank to displace the enemy primary tank so Riven can potentially wrap backline. Okay, and then that was it in terms of the stuff that we put in the A tier. There's a couple of things that people have been talking about that have been like moving up. People are saying like some of the Fate Weaver rerolls maybe should be higher. Teemo reroll is getting a lot of gas. I'm not sure that's just because people are excited about a new reroll comp. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that might. Oh, people put Lulu pretty high. We have Lulu all the way down.
Oh no. You can sell me on these other reroll comps. This Lulu, no.
What's so bad about Lulu? What's wrong with Lulu?
I just think she's like not a consistent enough primary carry.
Okay.
Yeah, she doesn't like burst things down, and she also like has like the Nami problem where she like casts too infrequently.
So it's a Reddit comp, is what you're saying, because the Reddit loves Lulu. They keep playing her and making guides for her.
I mean, I don't know. It's like she's not horrible. Like, okay, the thing is that like C tier's not that bad. Like as I love to say, but
I say that all the time as well. But
yeah,
you say that about B tier as well. B tier is not bad either. B tier is where a lot of. I mean, Jin is in B tier, but it's not like he can't win games. It's just very hard to get there.
Also, they have stats for these Stargazers, which were like really, really interesting to me. And I forgot to check with Lulu. I checked with TF and Zaya.
Oh wait, how do you check? Is that on meta TF?
Yeah, they just separate the traits by like if you search Stargazer, it'll show you every single Stargazer. Like if you search by trait, like it'll just say like Stargazer quotation the whatever.
All right.
Oh no, you're not doing it right. You do opposite way.
Opposite way. So
like search the unit and then look at the trait.
Oh, I click traits and go Stargazer. Oh, I see. So this is mountain. And then this is. Oh, I did not know that. That's crazy, actually. What the? Oh, they cooked. Okay. How come we don't do that? It's because our job is to do that for you, so you don't have to think. You can just look at this and play the game.
All right, now looking at these stats, I'm more confused. Because what is the Huntress effect on Lulu? Because this one is like in the bottom of the stats for Zaya and TF, but it's like Giga the best one on Lulu.
300.
So like, no. But like, what is like Lulu's ability? Because she has a different ability on each Stargazer. Like, what's the Huntress ability?
Oh, you're right. That part I don't know. I can't tell you. It's usually thematic to what it is, though. Like
it's anti-heal. Does it do like more damage or something? It doesn't really make sense.
Okay. But it does
the
look
stats
pretty
are-
good with Huntress. You're not wrong about that.
I don't know. Like the stats are so good, but the thing is, this Huntress is Whis on like Xayah and TF, which is confusing to me.
Okay, that's weird. And those would be units that would want it, right?
I mean, probably not TF, but
Or I guess you said Xayah, but yeah. I mean, Xayah's in general kind of a weak unit. It doesn't. We don't have her featured as like a portrait for any composition, mainly because she's not really that good right now. So probably avoid Xayah for the most part. The most common you'll see here is play into some kind of Jhin Fast 9. And even
this unit's getting buffed. If they're buffing any unit, it's Xayah. They can't have. They're not gonna keep the. Like everyone just loves to overplay this type of unit. They're gonna buff her.
Rageblade carry.
Yeah, I mean they buffed Yunara on the same cadence last set.
Okay.
On the A patch when she was like really bad on PB.
You mentioned that Rageblade on LeBlanc was one of the few units that actually wanted Rageblade. Is Xayah one of the units that also wants Rageblade?
Like in theory, but the stats on it are horrible. Which like doesn't make sense because Nico keeps saying, because like the thing is IE also looks horrible on her, and Nico keeps telling me it's because attack speed's good, but then Ginsu also looks horrible on Xayah. So I just got confused. Like maybe it's just like means you're not supposed to stack the unit at all. Like that.
You actually, Xayah is better with no items than been putting Rageblade on her. Oh my god. That's actually a bad sign.
But like, I mean, I don't know. Like the stats on like red buff are fine. Like,
yeah,
you just go to, like red buff.
It's just funny.
Like you just go like red buff like Kraken.
Okay.
Probably fine. Like red buff Kraken, that's just for like those stats are good. The Rageblade stats might just be noise, but I'm like a D1 Rageblade hater, so I would choose to believe Rageblade's like bit on this unit.
It might be one of those things where because Xayah is weak, putting her on your board puts like Rageblade and it kind of actively saps power away from itemizing your other carries, or it's like a spot where you didn't get to Jhin and you had to like play around Xayah primary, so it could just be dragged down by bad performance of the unit overall.
Might be some noise, but I do see a lot of people putting IE on this unit, and it's one of those fun ones where it's just not good. So unlucky.
Is it just because she doesn't need the precision? She already can crit?
It only buffs the recall, but like most of her damage is in the passive.
Okay, the bounce back. Okay, got it. Okay, makes sense. But that's Fast 9. And when's the last time you played towards this composition in solos?
I don't know. Not that much. Xayah on the boar looks actually pretty good.
Okay, the
yeah.
We have it as the wolf. I think that's supposed to be the boar. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but like it's not good because of the gold printing. It's like good because you just get good stats. Like you just have really good stats.
That makes sense.
It's like one of the best like 3 buffs you can give to the team with like the serpent.
Is Jhin good though? Like is Jhin a good unit? It's just but the rest of the team's kind of struggling.
I don't really think so. I don't know. I think I don't want to say they over-nerfed him because he was like doing like really well at the start. I'm not really inspired by him compared to like Graves and Nami.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Or not Nami, the other one, Vex. Graves and Vex.
Right. As the 5 cost carries.
He's like kind of significantly worse than those.
Okay. We have Nami Flex next up here. And B, by the way, B tier is often where sorting and order gets really incorrect. Like we just tend to be like, yeah, it's like generally high, low B. So you might debate us on this, but this was like a flex comp that you wrote has like infinite flex slots where you can just kind of play anything.
Okay, realistically, it's just like whatever the actual best 2 things on level 8 are, and it might just be five fucking Space Groove, and then we should just delete this comp. But
okay,
like that's what people are saying now. But like if Loki, it might be 4 Replicator. Loki, it might be like Kane plus Morgana or something. I'm not entirely sure, but like people are saying now that it's like 5 Groove. So if you want to delete Nami Flex, you can. I don't really think.
This is what I'll do. I'm just gonna put Nami as the champion for the other Space Groove one, and it'll naturally combine, and it'll just tuck it away, so that way it's like a secondary flex option for anybody that wants it.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Okay, cool, good. Let's talk about the 1 cost Stargazer rerolls. Right, we have Twisted Fate reroll. And we have Talon. Those are like the 2 ones that are starting to really get popular.
But is Talon like a separate thing? I thought it was just this comp.
Oh, well, part of it's like variations, right? Because sometimes if you don't have a good one for Talon, if you don't have a good Stargazer for Talon, I was told that you just play Caitlyn and Twisted Fate. And if it's not a good start, if it is a good Stargazer for Talon, you go Talon TF.
Wait, I thought it was just this board. Like what is the Talon board? Like
So
I thought you just played the board you just showed. Like, and
the other version is like the version that plays like Rogue and like Rost, and you play this. You don't go as heavy on the.
oh, this is the board. This is the board I played when I die on 7 playing TF reroll.
Okay, so you're saying this is the wrong version. You'd rather play the other version.
I'm pretty sure the other version is just the version, I think. And I don't know, like, and then maybe you itemize your talent over the Caitlyn if it's a good talent or something. Or ideally you just want to itemize all 3, I think.
Even if you're playing talent as the primary, you're going for four Fate Weaver.
I mean, I don't think it's I don't think talent can ever be the primary here. It's just the unit is incapable of being a primary carry on like stage 4. You're gonna need items on TF because otherwise you're gonna have you don't have a way to like deal with like multiple threats. So like if we work off like that base,
okay,
like we always kind of want to prio like good things for TF. 4 Fate Weaver is just like kind of highly tuned and it's like really easy to fit. But I mean, I guess does this board fit on? Yeah, this board fits on 8. I mean, I think you just play this board on 8. I don't know.
Okay, cool.
But I guess you could play like Shen Ramus or something, or like 5 costs if you don't have 4 Fate Weaver. But usually like you don't have like the gold or to like play something besides Fate Weaver, and like it's good. So
okay, what's the Stargazers you're looking for? Medallion's like a very common one. I've seen people play it on Serpent as well. Serpent is very good for damage.
I think it's like Medallion, Serpent, and Boar. Those are the best in the stats.
Oh, interesting. Boar. Okay.
But like I don't know, the stats just love Boar on all of them.
I guess they love the gold and the generation.
I don't think it's the gold. I think you just have good. It just has like the best like team bonus.
Wait, really? It's like not that much. I thought 2% attack speed, 10% AD and AP.
It's infinite. You get 8% health, AD, and AP.
The
team bonus.
Health, infinite.
No,
stats?
that's not the team bonus. That's the Stargazer bonus. The team bonus is in the white text.
Allies
the team bonus is
8 HP. Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
The team bonus is crazy. You compare this to like the fountain. Your team gains 1 mana regen, XD.
Yeah, okay,
one mana regen or like 8 of all stats. Like I don't like. I don't know.
Yeah, that's 2 tons of stats, right? Tons of stats is 4 of everything.
And then the Serpent's also good in the stats because the team bonus is like 8% DR or something. I think the team bonus is just not very balanced. Oh, also the altar is good on this one as well. The altar. Is there a priority? Like, what's the best one, or they're all just good? I think it's like Medallion. I don't know if I don't remember if Serpent or Boar is better, and like altar is the worst out of these.
Okay, let's do equals. And then I'll just hide the other Talon one then.
I think Talon is just something you can itemize in the comp. I don't think Talon is like his own thing. I don't think he deserves it.
Okay, I'll make a note of that. Talon 3 is luxury, but strong if itemized specifically with the build shown. Otherwise, just TG will do.
Like Jax 2 like clears Aatrox 3, which is like not entirely intuitive.
That's actually true. Yeah, Jax is actually really strong. So
we're like the read. I haven't played the comp, but like Wajan was convinced that like Jax 2 was like better than like Nudu 2 in Stargazer as well. Like the Jax unit's like really overpowered as a tank for a 2 cost at the moment.
All right, I wrote always tank Jax, even if you have Jax 2 plus Aatrox 3. that drives home the point, I think, for most people. All right. We have Shepherd. Shepherd's actually a situational comp. It shouldn't really live here. It's more like you only play this if you have the Shepherd. So I feel like we could just move that to situational. That sounds fair.
Yeah, I think Shepherd is like something you play with like Emblem, or it's like a board you play when you don't want to roll and 8 that much and go to 9. Because like you're playing too many like low cost units for it to be like a really viable in-game board, but it can get you there.
Yeah, it's actually specifically a LeBlanc comp still anyway. So I think we just actually put it as LeBlanc and just put it as a comp. Yeah.
And then if you have like one or multiple emblems, like I see quite a bit of 2 Shepherd emblem for whatever reason, where you can like drop like the really bad units. It's kind of nice.
It's because it feels like it feels like Reforgers are almost guaranteed this set. So if you get like a trait tree for some reason, it's like you feels like you can always get 2 of stuff. I see people with double meeple all the time.
It's guaranteed if you're last pick. I wouldn't count on getting Reforger nowadays if you're not last pick anymore.
You don't get it for being 3rd, 4th?
No, they removed it.
Oh, I thought it was. So then what do you get for being 3rd, 4th?
Nothing. You get
nothing?
You get like 1 extra gold on average on carousel.
Oh.
You like, yeah. If you're third, fourth, you are in depression mode.
Oh,
We love.
I thought they kept that for third, fourth, but then made seventh, eighth no reforger.
No. Like these are like they didn't want like infinite reforgers being in the game. You only get one if you're like bottom HP.
Okay.
But you used to get like 2 if your bottom HP was ridiculous.
Fair enough. Yeah, you got 2 reforgers, too crazy. We have replicator MF here. I actually haven't seen people play this in a hot minute. I don't even know if this is a thing anymore.
I mean, the thing about MF, like whatever MF version gets played, is just going to be the one that's tuned the highest. That's just how she works. Right now, it's Conduit because they nerfed this replicator MF, and like Victor's really good. But say if they buff this again, it's a good comp. Like we saw it dominate PB when the unit was like one-shotting backlines. I don't know. It's kind of not really worth putting comps like these on the tier list unless people actually play them. Because like, what's the point of this? Like, if you, it's not like there's like some like inherent difference. You're playing like almost the same front line as well. So
yeah,
I think you just hide, and that we just hide all the versions, and then we re-enable them if they're meta.
Yeah, I agree. Because then people are, I think that makes sense.
Expect Challenger MF to be broken at some point with Diana buffs or something, but not now.
Okay. Stargazer Mountain Riven. This one, I thought, if I remember correctly, the stats always make it look to be incredibly mid. But
Mountain. It looks so good. Like the idea of the mountain sounds so insane. You get free emblems with your trait, and then it stacks up to infinite, and you could just like play like a really sick board with a bunch of synergies. Even though like we're playing 8th Stargazer, like it looks so good. But then we have to obey our overlord the stats, and our overlord the stats say mountain is garbage. Probably just because it doesn't give you enough combat. So.
Okay.
Unfortunate.
It's also not entirely about Riven either, right? It's like you just kind of aren't you supposed to just kind of replace everything with 5 costs and just give them Stargazer emblem over time?
I think like Riven is like kind of free in this comp, and you just play her. Okay. Because you want to play Talon, but like I think if like Zaya's buff, like maybe a slight amount of buff, you're like always gonna play Riven on this board.
Okay. So like you actually prioritize Riven items over Zaya items then for the priority?
I mean,
we're prioritizing Zaya items right now, which is why I was like moving it to Zaya.
I mean, you can do both. I don't know.
Okay.
But like ideally, like in the world where they buff Zaya and we have like some like default like Zaya board, like maybe like we change the Jin board or something to like be like some like default Zaya board. We have like Zaya as the core champion. Like we put this under a variation of that.
It's gonna do
which I kind of expect to happen. I'm expecting Zaya buffs on the A patch.
Okay, when that happens, I'll just change it so that Zaya is the future, because I think it drives home more of the point that you're just kind of just playing whatever BS with Stargazers.
Also, if you get mounted early, you can reforge it, which is like kind of nice. But you can't actually like it's not like that overpowered because you can't reforge both of them at the same time because like if you mounted a unit, it'll just pop off if you try to put the second emblem on. So you can't like I don't know like one game I was like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna play mounted for 10 rounds and then like reforge everything twice, and then I couldn't. So
right, because you can't have 2 of the same Stargazer emblems on the
yeah
got it.
But
Pandora's,
like for a one-off play,
you can mount in Pandora's. You can that's cooking.
Yeah, I guess you could.
Okay.
I think Pandora's is kind of like really bad this set though.
I agree. I can't remember the last time I felt like it was a good pick unless I was like extremely desperate for items. And I think that was only happened one time because it feels like items are pretty guaranteed this set. So.
It's like a win streak augment now, which is like kind of weird.
Yeah,
because it's kind of hard to win streak if your augment is 2 components and you're like reforging some of them on your bench.
Yeah, exactly. All right, working our way through B here. We got Yi Riven Flex. Is this still a thing? I actually haven't seen much of this as well.
Okay, I don't see anyone play it, but I actually don't think it's that bad.
Okay.
I think the board just looks too nasty for people to want to try it. It looks like a really, really stinky board.
It's Mastery, Riven, and you're saying it's stinky because it looks like you're playing a bunch of garbage units.
Yeah. But I don't know. Sometimes you gotta play some garbage. It's good with it. It's good with emblems. Yeah. It's really, really good with like little buddies, like BFL. Okay. If you can like abuse those combats, you do some really good stuff like Rogue-y, Marauder Riven or something.
Okay.
Like, those can go crazy.
Sometimes you gotta play some garbage.
Like, okay. the board looks bad, but I promise you it's actually decent.
Okay. Are we trying to cap higher? Like, are we using this to get to 9 and play around you know, like Fiora Graves instead? Like, well, or are we actually ending on this?
Nah, you just end on this.
Damn. Okay.
Okay. The reason is if you're playing, if you can go to 9 and actually cap your board high, it's probably because you have an econ augment, which is like, why are you playing to see if you have an econ augment? Like this is the homeless board.
I see.
Okay.
So
noted. Yeah, like this it's like the same concept as that Victor board. Like that Victor board also looks terrible, but like we leverage that, like the board looks terrible. We just take premium combat to offset it. It's the same thing. If we actually have like econ, just play Nova 4 Marauder.
Yep. I just wrote a note for later so that way I can ask the devs, because apparently it disappeared into the ether. I don't know where it is in our back end, but we'll figure it out. Okay. So that's our B tier. We might move some stuff up. I mean, maybe Lulu moves up. Who knows? Vagar. This thing guy just nerfed so many times, man. The Vagar like fast 8. Use 7 meeple to print Vagar and get Vagar 3, and then use that to stabilize and push levels. I haven't seen it very much at all these days. Have you?
I don't know. I'm conflicted on this one because I think this one like looks really bad in the stats or something, but yeah, it looks horrible in the stats. But like in game, it looks fine to me. I don't know.
So you want to move this up then, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. Like my intuition, my eye test is like putting this in like a, like I feel like it's like the same value as Corky, to be honest.
Wow.
But
you can put it as high as A.
Oh, we still have Corky in A? I mean, in my mind, Corky's B.
Oh, okay. My bad. Moving down.
I don't know. I think like both lines are like kind of equal strength, but
okay.
I don't know. I think trusting stats is like not completely wrong, but like
I mean, we could put a low B. Low B works for me. What's the Stargazer that you want to play for this? Is it the Boar?
Probably Boar or Serpent.
Boar or Serpent. Okay. Best with Boar or Serpent. Stargazer. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Disabled fire. What's another augment you would want to play for this comp? We have. Wait, do we have solo plate on this? Oh, okay. Solo plate, misconnections, trade sector, dual lotus, grab bag, epic roll down, salvage bin.
Like triple rod. That augment's usually really good.
Wand overflow.
The one.
Oh no. Continuous conjuration.
You know the name of that? That is crazy.
This one. Yeah. Am I right? Is that the one?
Yeah, that's the name of the augment, but I am shocked you know the name continuous conjuration. I have never ever heard those words in a TFT setting ever, and I know like and this augment's good as fuck.
All right. Well, I'm glad that I can impress you with my random TFT trivia knowledge. It's probably because I do all those TFT trivia game shows.
Okay. What's the tier 1 called? I don't know what that was called either.
It's called it's not Crimea River. It's Flowing Tears.
Holy shit. Okay.
Well, there you go, man. So that's why we have strengths and weaknesses over here. You're good at what you do, and apparently I know random names of augments.
Yeah, my names are really bad.
Let's go into the C tier then. Samira. I mean, this is definitely C tier to me. I don't think it's very good, unless I'm wrong.
This one is like actually has like potential because apparently this one is like this thing pops off with like emblems. Like if you just load up what's it called, the 3 cost. I know what this one's called.
Legion of Threes.
Legion of Threes. Yeah, if you just load up Legion of Threes, you get like Sniper, Space Groove, or like some of the Stargazers. You can just play this.
So
and it like kind of pops off.
Space Groove and Sniper, Space Groove, and what?
Stargazer.
Oh, Stargazer. What's the best Stargazer for this? Wolf.
You want any of the ones that like are bad on 4, or like that are like more modular than 3, because you already play 3 on base. So you want something like Boar. Like Mountain's actually decent Mountain's decent if you rip it off of, like if you're playing three's a thingy, but it's like not that good otherwise.
Makes sense. So then, would you be willing to take like, I guess, should we put like Trait Tree or like Spreading Roots in this? Probably Spreading Roots can work.
Oh wait, what's frodan doing?
Put that here.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like an emblem comp, but it actually can do some things.
Okay. Hey, Kat, thanks for the raid. Welcome, everyone. We're going over our full meta read for
okay. Also, you can remove Meepsy on it. The Meepsy is on the board Okay, it looks stupid, but the Meepsi's on the board if you miss the Stargazers and you play Gnar, Meepsi, Rammus over the 3 Stargazers, because Meepsi has a knockup and then the traits just fit. And if you don't have like Xy items or like your Stargazer's bad, like you can just do that. It's not bad. Like Meepsi actually has like the best knockup in the game, kind of. Like Ross knocks up like maybe 2 units like in the best case scenario, but it usually knocks up 1. I mean, Nunu has like, okay, honestly the Nunu knocks are pretty good. But Meepsi knocks up the entire line. It's actually like kind of crazy for like a 2-cost unit. Like she can knock up like 7 things. Usually like 6 though.
Okay, so then what's the actual unit that you play? Or I guess this is 7 units.
Yeah, I mean you just level for like a Jin or something.
Okay.
On 8.
Okay, got it. Refreshing the page. It'll be reflected momentarily here. What else do we have? We have Ezreal Cho'Gath. I mean, this is a reroll comp.
This comp is ass.
It's pretty terrible. I saw one thing that was interesting in the stats that said Heavy as a Crown was good in the comp, but then I played it this morning and it went terribly. So I don't know if that's actually
Heavy is the Crown on Cho'Gath though, right?
Yeah, but it looked. I still did it, and it did not look very good. I lost so many fights. Maybe I was positioned badly. I don't know.
I also witnessed those stats, and I was going to try it eventually, but yeah.
I think the problem was that I probably was positioning incorrectly. Like
also any as Cho experts, I don't think you're supposed to play Lysandra. I think it's like Kaisa and you play Riven for 4 Stargazer. But
oh, okay.
I don't know. Like there's probably like 51 tricks of this comp in chat. Like this is the chat 1-trick comp. I can tell.
Yeah. Like I'll actually be reading the Reddit guide, so that could be you guys. I don't really like this comp very much personally, but it's fun. I mean, it's fun to see number grow bigger. Ezreal has permanent scaling. Cho has permanent scaling. There's some fun stuff with that. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. People are saying it's not Liz.
The stats say Liz is pretty good, but
okay. We look at Kaisa though.
Ezreal, Cho'Gath, and then if you put like units, it kind of implies that Lyssandra's. Oh, never mind. Lyssandra's awful. Just kidding. Kaisa. Oh, wait. Dishsoap's a knower. Kaisa looks pretty decent.
Well, I mean, Kaisa's like something you put on like level 8 a lot of the time, so I don't really know how real that is. But
okay, so level 8, it's Kaisa versus Lysandra. I mean, it says Kaisa's better.
Yep. So. Or you high roll a gen, but
okay, so the version we can put is you play Kaisa, and then you play Riven.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you just play 4-time thing, and you play Sniper on 9. But
got it. So you actually you're not even playing Sniper for Ezreal then.
Well, I mean, isn't 4-time record is better than Sniper? It's like what, like 40.
Well, I think a lot of people would just be like, Ezreal's a Sniper. Why are we not activating it? But
well, you can activate it on 9. Okay. You're also buffing your Riven.
Yeah. So Jin on 9.
I think it sucks though. Okay, the thing is,
agreed.
I actually the only time, I mean, not to brag, but the only time I've ever seen this comp top 4 is when I played it the first time. But otherwise, like the 10 times I've seen it, like 9 have bought forward.
I'm pretty sure I have bought forward every single time I played it as well. Oh no, I actually played a no scout, no pivot version of this, and this somehow popped off. But that's because, you know.
Oh yeah, I went third with no scout, but I was like win streaking with S3 on 3-2 with no scout, no pivot. So. And the fact that spot can't even convert more than a third is just kind of a testament, right?
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I'll put no scout in this augment wise.
Every single 1-cost reroll, like the best augment is no scout. It's not even the early learnings. No scout is better.
We have Pike Gwen. This is a too much value comp. People say it's like you go for Pike 3. Oh wait, we don't even have the 3 stars, but you're supposed to go for like Pike 3, Gwen 3. I had the items up. I put the items super wrong. Sorry.
It's all good.
I put the crit items on Gragas. My bad. Thoughts on this comp?
You farm 1 million rerolls a turn. The actual board is like you only beat people that are asleep at the wheel. Because if your Pike actually gets to the enemy corner, they like instantly lose the fight. But if it doesn't, you instantly lose the fight. Because Wind just jumps in and dies. Pike just jumps in and dies. Your front line is a Gragas that instantly dies. And then you're sad.
How are you supposed to position? You're supposed to position Pike like opposite enemy corner, right? Enemy.
The hex stats like just like top left, top right, like probably opposite side.
Okay.
What I will like this comp actually farms like infinite rerolls. It's crazy. Like with too much value, on stage 4, you're getting 3 rolls per turn from the augment, and then if you lose a tiebreaker, that's another 2. So you're just getting like 5 rerolls a turn, and then I don't know. When the first time I played, I hit Riven 3 because like I had 5 rolls a turn, and no one was playing Riven.
I see.
But yeah, the comp is like kind of bad, and it's like only
Yeah.
good with too much.
Okay.
And it's only good too much value. The main problem with this is the Gwyn dies so fast, and then Pike just gets stuck on. Like Pike can just get blocked by the enemy front line, and then you're not doing anything.
Don't really know. I'm just gonna put some random items here because I feel like the best in slot Pike, from what I know, is crits. I'm pretty sure that's correct. But if it's not, let me know.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems good to me.
All right, we'll do this. All good. And then we have Lulu reroll. Okay, is Lulu actually a C tier comp?
I think if you like hit like everything, it's like fine. But like it's like I don't understand why I would play this over any other Farmer 3 cost reroll. It just seems like a worse option. And then if you try to play it as like a Milio Panther reroll, like that one just it like spikes way too late and you die.
So you don't like this version that we have, or is this because this is the version I see people play, and then there's like another version I saw people play with like more 3 costs.
We could just keep this version because it's the version I see people play. If there's like a crazy version that it's undiscovered, it's undiscovered.
Huntress Lulu is broken. I mean, you guys just know that because that's what we said in the stats. We said that like 10 minutes ago.
That's what the stats say. I don't know. Maybe it's actually good. We need to get some testing. I would be surprised. It doesn't really make any sense to me.
Like, can we just say it to get people to do it? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Very, very likely it could be bugged. Like, there's like 7 different Lulu spells. What's the odds like one of them just randomly does like 30% more damage for no reason? Okay. Like, pretty high, right?
Yeah. Here we go. Huntress. It's time. Okay. You guys are our guinea pigs. And you know what? To get people to play it, we have to move it top of C tier. So people know.
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
All right, boom. Update comp order. Last but not least, Zoe. I can't remember the last time I seen someone play this. I play this off of Exalted Adventure. So I think I put that. Yeah. Oh, I didn't put that in the augments, but that's basically.
Yeah, I don't know. Like usually when people have like this like Zoe Mord Leona opener, like you're like, oh yeah, I'll just play this into LeBlanc, and then you just play it into LeBlanc, and then that's that.
Yeah. Okay. So I mean, should we even keep it? I feel like we can just remove it, but I guess it's like a.
I don't know. Like I think it's fine to just have shit like that on the list.
Okay. All right, and then for the situational stuff, we have like Graves, Fast 9, a Bronze for Life, Anima board. Those are an S right now. I'm not sure.
There's no way Pike Hero Augment is A tier, unless like there's some like secret.
The stats were good last time I checked. I haven't checked in a few days though, or actually in like actually quite some time.
Is there a way to like check with Hero Augment? Because like I've been told that Pike is just like a better carry without the Hero Augment.
Well, I itemize him with the hero augment the same. That's what I thought. Because he actually, like the trick is like you itemize him as a fighter, but that's actually worse. So you just play the same build on him. But the stats have said to suggest that it's actually kind of good.
But like, how do you know it's the augment? Is why
I don't.
What I'm wondering.
Because I play like the Pike. I put the units in. Like I actually just like looked at what the units were and then filtered.
Well, maybe that just means the best version of Pike doesn't. The best comp to play Pike in is not the too much value board. I don't know if that means like the hero augments are good.
Oh, so you're saying like the comp should change and just literally play this version. If you play hero augment, you just play the same thing.
Like in theory, kind of, but that's not exactly what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, I thought you were saying that your arguments was that you were like, you knew it was the hero augment version because you were like looking at units that weren't in the too much value comp in the stats, and then that's how you deciphered between them. And then we're just getting ahead of ourselves. I don't know. I have just been told.
B tier, it's fine. Fair enough.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, that works. So then Pike moves down to B. Does everything else look fine?
I don't know. Based on these other comp rankings, I don't know if I would be as generous as to put these units in B, but maybe I'm wrong. Okay. Like basically every single hero we have in B. Maybe Nasus. I actually think Nasus is good.
Nasus is really good with some artifacts. I saw that. He's like really nasty with RFC in the stats. And Evelyn. Those were like the two that I saw specifically that were really good.
Oh no, we can just keep these in B. It's like
and then Meepsy, people said that the buffs to Meepsy are pretty relevant. Oh my
Sure.
god. Wait, NASA's actually gross with some artifacts. What the heck? Minus 1.x? Okay, that's just OP. Poppy is low-key S tier. I mean, I wrote in the description of the comp, very bad right now, but it's a funny comp. Has that changed? I'm not sure.
I don't know. I tested the Poppy like a while ago. It seemed fine. And then also you can play it like, you don't have to get at the reel for it. You can just print it with 7 people. It's definitely better than Jax. I mean, I don't actually know how good the Poppy one is, but I just know for a fact this Jax one is like F tier.
Yeah, we need something lower than C, honestly, for that. And then
It's just embarrassing.
Aatrox, they buffed the Aatrox one, but I haven't checked, so I'm actually kind of clueless about this. I'm down to move Aatrox to C though, because I feel like it's really hard. My problem with some of these hero augments isn't actually the raw power of them. It's also the fact that you're also going to be rolling for units that, on average, every game is going to be really hard to hit. Like I think Meepsy, it goes on so many boards. If people are playing like the 2 LeBlanc players and there's 1 Corki, you're not hitting. Aatrox, if there's a single Fate Weaver reroll in lobby, you're also not going to hit. It just becomes very impractical to go for. I'm
not sure I agree. I don't think Meepsy is a very high prio like hold in the early game usually, unless people like people only are really holding her in Meep opener. And
I mean, I say that from experience because literally I'm playing in my lobbies and I just look around and there's just Meepsy everywhere.
Okay, because the thing is, if I'm playing LeBlanc or like honestly, if I'm playing Meeple, like I'm usually just holding like, okay, if I'm playing Meeple, like I want to 2-star it, but like if I'm playing LeBlanc, there's no way I'm holding like more than 1 copy on my bench and like not making econ.
Okay, but then people see that you're playing Meepsy in the lobby and they know that you want it, so they're more likely to hold it.
Okay, sure, I guess.
Just trust me on that one. But I mean, I still think it's like a fine. Like the stats on Meepsy 3 are actually quite good. Have you seen it?
No, but not.
It's like Meepsy it's like the specific build of IE or Jewel Gauntlet and Edgenite. It looks pretty good if you actually see the stats on it. So people
this look kind of mid, man.
The stats? Really? You sure? For a 2-cost reroll, I feel like that's actually quite good.
Oh, it's not even. It's okay. You're not filtered to 3-star.
No.
Okay.
Just Meepsy.
Okay, it's probably fine. I thought you already filtered to 3-star.
No. Just a 4.3. Sorry, I didn't have it pulled up. I think it probably goes actually Meepsy, then Pike, then Nasus, then that. Okay, I think that's the correct order.
No, I don't know what you're saying in this Pike one. I'm gonna be honest. Like I'm pretty sure that Nasus one's like actually good, and I don't understand the purpose of having Pike. Why not?
Okay.
Like you must sell me on Pike Hero Augment, not like Pike Carry. You must sell me on Pike Hero Augment.
The Pike Hero Augment farms gold on Team Takedown, and it gives you so much econ, and people are bad at building boards early in the sets, so it farms infinite gold to help you hit, and then you can do other things with it. I'm pretty sure that Nasus one is like actually a good augment though. I mean, I'm not disagreeing. I'm just okay. I mean, so you're saying put Nasus higher? I mean, I don't mind. It's one place.
Yeah, but I'm like low-key convinced like Pike is like not an augment. Like it's just pointless.
Oh,
but
it's an econ augment though. It gives you a Pike. I mean, if it gives you Pike too, and it can generate some gold, I think it's actually quite solid.
Maybe the econ's actually good.
It actually farms like a pretty good amount. It doesn't tell you how often it farms, but it farms a pretty good amount. So if you ever look at the gold count.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So that's our tier list, guys. Maybe we have to update 1 or 2 things. But that's the full download on tier list. We actually went longer than I thought we were going to. So we can just do this last section pretty quick. I wanted to ask dishsoap what his thoughts is on the gods tier list. So generally speaking, how are you approaching playing around gods this set? Like when you're looking at it in your encounters, what's going through your head when you're seeing Evelyn and Echo versus, Thresh and Soraka? Okay, so where would you put first of all, before we do that, how are you even trying to play around gods this set?
Okay, so like 90% of the time, you just click the thing that's like good in the moment. Like you click the god option that's good for you in the moment, like with some amount of consideration for the bonus, like, and the component it gives. Like that's what you do 90% of the time. But the thing is, like, they low-key didn't balance the in-game god boons, so it's like kind of important not to get a really, really bad one, or like maybe like prioritize a good one. So like the really, really bad ones are like the horrible one is Thresh. Like I know it's like good if you like make it to like stage 7 or some shit and you hit like a 3-star 4-5 cost on PBE, like whatever. But like in like a competitive setting, if you're like down a god boon for like an entire stage, it's just not good. And then even like on stage 6, you're still like kind of down a god boon because you have econ and the rest of the lobby has like all like a premium gold combat. It's like just bad. Echo one used to be mid, but they buffed it. So like that one's like probably like everything besides Thresh is like kind of B tier. Like maybe Ace will C, but like he's not. He's in my opinion he's like giga bottom of B tier. He's like not that much worse than Ari, but he's like definitely like the worst in there.
Okay.
No, but Ari's actually good. But like I'm going through like the mid ones first. Ari's not mid.
Oh, okay.
And Soraka is like also kind of mid.
Man,
like,
I'm getting more dogged again.
Like you shouldn't be upset. Oh no, Yasuo's Giga. No, we're taking Yasuo out of here.
Okay, I'm not exactly. Okay, let's just do it in order. Where's Ari?
Ari's like Giga S.
Giga S. Where's Acel? Bottom of B.
Like
where's,
bottom B.
Where's Evelyn?
Like these are just like god boons, by the way. Like the thing you get on stage 5. Like
yeah,
everyone's like A.
Echo's B. Soraka's B. Kale.
Kills us.
Yasuo.
Yasuo is like I think Yasuo is S if you take 2 out of 3 of his boons. Like he has like a unique mechanic where his boon like buffs the hexes like by 50%, and you're like, oh shit, yeah, 50% buff, that sounds insane, and it's like pretty good. But if you only take 2 out of 3 of the boons, you get an extra 12 gold, which like is just kind of better a lot of the time than taking the 3rd Yasuo hex just so you can go 9 or something. Like the thing is like you have to like when you look at the 3rd like say you click Yasuo on 2, 1, and 3, 2. That's like something you pretty often do.
Yep.
And then on 4, 2, you have the option between Yasuo and like some other god. The other god bonus you see, you have to consider in your mind like the other god bonus just has an extra 12 gold on it. And then if you like do that evaluation, it just like to me it just makes sense that you just click the other god because the other god just had 12 gold. But yeah, if you're clicking 2 out of 3 Yasuo, I'm pretty sure that one's like S tier. Like 3 out of 3 Yasuo is like fine. It's like bottom of A.
Okay.
But 2 out of 3 Yasuo is S tier for sure. Okay, you must put an S because like I'm pretty sure you're like meant to do that.
It's hard for me to understand where you're going with
but it's not like you like it's not like sorry, it's not like you sometimes do 2 out of 3 Yasuo. It's like you just do 2 out of 3 Yasuo. Like that's something.
Okay, got it.
Like even if the other bonus is like some garbage, you just take it because like any bonus is good if you get an extra 12 gold.
Okay, that makes sense. Varus.
The amount of stats you get from Varus is like actually S tier. The problem is the Varus boons are complete ass. I don't know why. Like all of them are just completely undertuned. Like they're all like missing like 1 or 2 gold on them or something. But like the actual Varus bonus is good. So like if we're rating the bonus, it's like S tier. If we're rating the boons, it's like we'll put this in like bottom of S just because we're ranking the boons. But the thing is, you almost never see it because you just don't get to click this that much. But like if you're offered it against some really really bad ones. Or like you already clicked one in the early game for some reason, and like the 4-2 one's not that bad. You should actually prio it because like the amount of HP you get on your team. Like I was playing mech, and you're like think like, oh yeah, mech with Varus is garbage because you like lose a bunch of team slots, so you don't have that many star levels. But then like I did the calculations, my 2-star mech board was getting more HP than like Soraka would have given me at low HP, and like Soraka gives you like team HP based on like how low your tactician HP is.
Right.
But my Varus on a mech board was giving me more HP. So if you're actually playing Varus on like a reroll board, you get like 400 HP or something. It's actually kind of good. Or even just like a 2-star board, it's like 300 HP.
You think that Varus giving like a duplicator is not even that good then? Like I feel like Varus sometimes just gives you like a lesser dupe, and that's pretty solid.
Well, like we would have to go through over like every single god bonus, but like most of the Varus ones are just undertuned. Like they're just undertuned. There's like the 2 1-cost dupes. The 2 1-cost dupes is basically just 2 gold. Like even if you're playing 1-cost reroll, it's like not that good. You're gonna hit your 1-cost anyways.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. The like there's the 3 and 4 cost with the sheer trade or something like that.
Yeah, the shop like it gives you like 3 gold base and you get the shop, but it's like whatever.
Okay.
Like if you compare it to Ari, like you're like losing at least 1 gold on rate for like getting champions. I mean, also getting the 2 gold and the 3 gold are actually pretty good. But like it's like most of the other ones are like kind of terrible.
Okay. So various good effects, but bad blessings.
Yeah, it's a good effect, but like you're just never in the spot to take it. Usually, you're almost never in the spot to take it.
It's funny. Our formation of our tier list spells F. If you just put something here.
but basically the gist of this and like what actually matters for like you picking the gods is like just make sure you don't click 2 Thresh boons. You're only allowed to click 1 Thresh boon a game. If you click 2 Thresh boons, you're trolling. That's like the main thing that you actually have to care about. And then like you should probably prio getting like a Kale or an Ari or a Yasuo like in-game boon if they're offered. That's like the gist of like how you actually need to like macro your game. Outside of that, just like vibe it. Like I don't know.
Yeah, just like, so you're saying you have like if you have one of the S ones, that's what you have to be biasing yourself towards. But then you have like one or two. You have like a flex spot. You can click some of the other ones if you need it for your spot.
Yeah, but like it's not like an always or never thing, because like
Yeah, because it's TFT.
It's not worth taking like a bunch of boons that don't fit your spot like to get an Ari boon when like the echo boons were just like good for you the entire game or something. Like that happens. I wouldn't like sack a B tier boon to get an S tier boon if like the options you got were worse or whatever. But like the Thresh thing is very important. I'm pretty sure like if you're trying to play a competitive level, you could not end the game on Thresh. It's just so troll.
I think it's one of the most popular boons that people are going to be picking, regardless.
Oh no. Okay, like the options he gives you are not even bad. Like that's the thing. But you just get punished if you have 2 out of 3 because like your end game is just sacked.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Just because it's like it can be pretty low value, right? You might get. How long do you have to even survive for Thresh for it to catch up to another god?
I don't know if the answer is ever, because like unless you're like literally going level 10. Because like the other people could just go 9 off of the tempo they got off their augment, and then they're just like they're 2-star 5 costs with a combat augment, and you're 2-star 5 costs without a combat augment. Like I don't get it. Like you eventually you like farm some stats, but like into the game it's gonna be like 5% attack speed, 10% max health or something. Or I don't even know if it's percent. It's like usually you don't even get that many procs. It's like 5% attack speed, like 5% max health or something. Like yay, but that's like at the end of the game.
Okay.
Also, I think it's like flat. I think it's like 50 flat HP. It's not percent. I think it's like 50 flat HP.
If you have a choice between some of these options, someone's asking like, is there different? Like, would you click Ari over Kale, or like, would you be clicking Kale over Yasuo? Does the ordering here matter to you? Like, let's say you're offered both of these and you could choose one.
It depends on your comp. Lots of comps like there's a lot of comps that like Radiance. Like big solo carry comps like probably want to go like if you're playing LeBlanc or like Mech, you probably want to go Kale over Ari. But like honestly, it just depends on like what boons you get offered. I think Mech is like kind of important to go Kale or Yasuo, for example, because like those things are like really, really good at like buffing singular units.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. All right, cool. That is all the stuff I think we have planned for dishsoap here. So if there's any like last questions you have for dishsoap before we actually went like an hour longer than I thought we would, but it's good. It's always good yab session. It's always good. Because we're gonna have the other scholars from TFT Academy come on. This is only part 1 of 2. The second part is we're gonna have 3 guests. We're gonna have Ripple Overdrive, Solus, and Dasic come on for a call to talk about everything else. They're gonna talk about items, augments, overlay, stuff like that.
Also, I must mention this, and I know me saying this will not like quell the people that are going to continue saying this, but you cannot cheese the Kale one. Like you think you can remove her and like try to tailor the Radiant like and keep your items on bench and not turn Radiant, but it does not work. I know the people that that say it, like they probably tried it once and got lucky, but it doesn't work. You need to it'll turn Radiance on your bench. The only way you
salvage bin though.
Yeah, okay. The only way you can cheese it is salvage bin.
Okay, there you go.
But you need to stack like multiple removers, and then like remake all your items is kind of a pain in the ass. But yeah, you can cheese it with salvage bin.
Want to make an announcement, by the way. We have officially signed the deal, and we are going to be sponsoring Boxbox's boot camp for Set 17 Space Gods, which is going to be fun. Dishsoap, you signed up, right?
Oh, hope so. Okay.
Apparently, nothing's guaranteed with signups these days. So hopefully you do.
I'm like 97% sure I did, but like if I didn't, like I'm like sponsor. He lets me in, right?
Yeah. We are sponsoring Boxbox boot camp. So hopefully you guys can enjoy that, and we're trying to help make it happen. So a big shout out to both teams for making it happen. So make sure you guys sign up if you haven't. I think the community signups are open still, so make sure you do it. I didn't get the email. I didn't get the email either. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be coming in today or tomorrow. I think Boxbox has gotten addicted to Slay the Spire 2, so I think he's like spending all of his free time playing Slay the Spire 2, which honestly can't blame him.
Yeah, I don't think you can blame anyone for that.
Okay. Does the comp page have God recommendations for each comp? That's something we're gonna try to implement in. We haven't. The thing about TFT Academy is that there's a lot of like ideas on how to implement different designs, but we wanted to figure out how to way to make it design well. And our priority has been kind of like troubleshooting the overlay, making sure it works. So it's gonna be on the things that we want to do. It's on the list of things we want to do.
Is that all you need from me?
Oh no, that's good. Thanks for hanging out. I guess you'll be streaming starting from bootcamp launch. Good luck, champ. Hopefully you can win it again. You won bootcamp before, right? So you have to just you'll be winning your second one.
I think I won it twice.
Oh, you won it twice. Damn. All right.
I think I don't know. It's like 2 or 3 times. I don't remember, but I went second like 5 times. Yeah. Anyways, I'll see you later.
All right, later, man. GG's. All right, guys. So that ends part 1 of study or extra credits. I need to actually add Dasic. Actually, maybe we can join the call. Yo, what up, Solus?
Yo, what up? Can you hear my fan? Or is it fine?
Yeah, it's good. And I think it'd be nice if everyone also turned on their cams if they could. So that way it'd be easier for everyone to see your faces and put faces to names.
Oh, we don't need to use the website?
What do you mean?
The website that we usually use to record the cam?
Oh, no. We don't need to do that. No, we're just doing straight to, we're going straight to, from here to the export out. So if you guys can turn on your cams, your beautiful faces. So we got Dasic. Hello, Dasic. Welcome to the call. Dasic, how's life? You made final lobby at Worlds, but for, just, okay, sorry, I'm doing intro. Intro yourself for anybody who's never met you or seen you before.
Out of 4 last Worlds, I made into 3 of them, and I make 2 final lobbies. But last time I won a tournament was 3.5 years ago. That's me.
Okay. Welcome, Daisy. He's been playing TFT since the beginning. He is a very storied competitor. He made Worlds final lobby. Honestly, he's just been such a beast. And he has consistency over a long period of time. He's won many tournaments over the years. So we're happy to have him as part of the Scholar program. Welcome to the call. We have Ripple Overdrive, our first ever sponsored player for TFT Academy, back when you made final lobby at the TFT Paris Open. Ripple, welcome to the call. Why don't you introduce yourself as well for anybody who's never met you?
Hello, thank you. Yeah, I'm Ripple. I've been playing TFT for a long time. Went to final lobby at Paris, into a lot of NA regionals.
All right, and Ripple is going to be part of our Scholar team. And then you already know this guy already. Somehow we keep pinging him back. It's Solus. What's up, Solus?
Yo, I'm Solus. Yeah, I make it to double up lobbies.
Rank 1 double up and probably in chat shit posting. That's probably what Solus is known for. Yep. But Solus also has made regionals for many times. Has also won a lot of invitationals and other tournaments. Summit champion. We can't forget about that.
Yep.
Which is also a 2v2 tournament as well. He's just a 2v2 god. All right, fellas. So why do we have you guys gathered here? So we have these 3 guys because this is officially introducing the TFT Scholar program. The Scholars are a team of experts that's going to be updating pretty much everything around the website, right? We got items, but not only, of course, we have comps, we have items of all kinds. We have augments that has a pretty comprehensive database at every stage of the game. And you guys stood up late doing all this stuff. Whenever you're opening up an anvil, right, you see these artifacts, you're going to make recommendations. These guys are going to be overseeing it. They're also going to be chatting all of the people up on Patreon, right? The people who are signing up to like ask questions. A lot of people ask like, oh, I don't know what to do with this comp, or like I'm kind of lost. They'll be there helping them out. This is us basically putting together our pro expert content team of some of the best players in TFT to make sure that our website can continue to scale, because we got a lot of stuff. With the overlay, we want the overlay to always be up to date and correct. So basically, stop harassing me and bother these guys. TLDR. But no, we're happy to have them on board. Okay, so the way we're going to do it is, I figured we just go over all the stuff that you guys went over already, / fix, like do final touches on anything that's currently missing. And so I figured we can start off with the item tier list. And we'll just kind of like pass it around, right? So with the item tier list, the way we define it are some of the best items to be slamming early game and shaping your game plan around. So I guess I want to ask, who's like leading the charge on items? Is there like, how'd you guys actually come together? Solus, how did this list come together?
Yeah, so we did all the augments together, and since I'm getting late for them, I assigned the items to Ripple, and then we all overlooked it after.
Okay.
And then the Radiance and that Radiance was bugged. The section was bugged, so we couldn't get to it.
No,
But,
so this was your job, wasn't it? I see.
No,
so
no, no.
castables went to Ripple and Radiance was Solus' job. I see.
But the order item was Dasig, and then emblem was me, and then we all overlooked it and then confirmed it to make sure the tier list was good. And yeah, so with the craftable, you can ask any of us to do the rundown. I think Ripple's time.
Okay, let's start with Ripple. So Ripple, talk to me about what you're thinking about and like with these items. First of all, I noticed that there's no items in C tier this set.
I mean, I think items in B tier, like maybe some of them could probably go to C tier. I think like I really don't like Declaw right now, but the other ones are like okay. Like there's like a time to build them.
Okay, so give me the full rundown of like what of the items then, because Soul said that you were in charge of it. What was your methodology of putting together this recommendation list?
Sure. I mean, I think they actually did a pretty big pass over like some items over PvE. So a lot of changes to like what carry items and tank items are better. So like going to tank items, they like nerfed a good amount of them. Like Warmogs, like Visage used to be like the best tank item, and now we have in B tier. And even Shadow and Warmogs were nerfed also. Like pretty much the items that gave resist. They didn't really nerf Vow and Crown Guard, and so that's why those are in the S tier. A lot of the tanks this set are like those. A lot of their abilities are just like cast a big shield that scales with your AP, and then there's also like units like Nunu who like use mana really well. So that's why Vow and Crown Guard are like the better tank items.
Okay.
They, unlike the carry item side, like so usually I think for AD before like IE was like strong, right, in previous sets, but this set now like DB and Strikers is better because there's things like Fate Weaver, you don't need IE to get like precision right. And also you play Akali in your comp. You play Nova, you also get precision for free. So it kind of just skips building IE and you just build Strikers. But you still want like a source of AD, so that's why Deathblade is up there. Decap is a lot better. They buffed Decap and then they nerfed Nashers. So like don't have as many like spamming just like JG Nashers. Like Decap is like your best source of getting damage for your carries. And aside from that, I think some other changes that like I noticed like just playing Elegant Stats is like LW I think was not as preferred before, but now it's better because they nerfed Even Shroud. Edge of Night is like kind of up because I think like dishsoap was talking about how a lot of melee carries just kind of get like popped in the late game. Like you just kind of get focused by some 5 costs or like their Master Yi or their Ribbon, so you kind of just need Edge of Night to play the game.
Okay.
I think Dasig made a big pass over this too if he has like other thoughts on it.
Sure. Dasig, anything you want to add that Ripple hasn't mentioned yet?
On my level, say that most of the EP casters I'll prefer to have a Sojourn over blue buff across the board. And blue buff is more as an AD item than AP item now. So if you're willing to play like a Nami or a Karma, for example, and any other EP carries, you want to build two like separate tier items rather than the blue buff. Especially because most of the tank units want to have at least one of the mana items for them, which is All Protector Vow, Adaptive, and stuff like that.
Okay, that makes sense. So, is there anybody that you want blue buff on? You said it's on the AD units. I guess that's Corki. Who else?
And Samira. Okay, interesting. But even Alpha Samira, it depends on the variation you're playing. Sojourn is going to be better if you're playing 5 or more Space Groove.
Okay, got it. And then I guess some of the other things would be like if Crown Guard and Protector Vows are so good, how good are they? Like because people are going to see S tier. Does that mean I'm going to be slamming Crown Guard over some of the other items for my AP carries, or is Crown Guard only supposed to? Because people used to build Crown Guard in the AD comps because you didn't have ways to use rods. But if you're playing a magic damage comp and you want things like Death Cap, like how important is something to slam Crown Guard relative to the AP items here? Dasig.
At the moment, I would say that most of the tanks in the game have a shield in their abilities. So, like if you're looking for a true tank item, Crown Guard is your best option at the moment. So it have a very high priority.
Okay. So you actually do put a high priority on it then?
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. All right. So that's a pretty good rundown. I'm trying to see if there's any other questions. Do you guys have any other questions about items while we like? I don't want to move on before people have other questions about items. Why is like Archangel so low? Because is it just like a stats thing, Ripple? Like it just isn't enough AP?
Yeah, I think it's just not as good as like Def Cat now, and then like Day6 said, you kind of want the tiers for the tank items and the casting items, so it's just like lower on the priority of making it.
Okay. Okay, got it. Someone asked, what about blue buff for Misfortune? Dasic, do you think is that also go towards the blue buff AD carries?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's
he
like,
says yes.
like I will say that blue buff is just not an beast item on any of the casters in the game at the moment for EP casters.
Okay.
But it's really good item for ED casters because most of the time you want to pair it with like this blade and get an extra stats.
Okay, cool. Makes sense. Makes sense. What do you slam for belt if Visage and Warmogs is bad? Ripple, what do you think?
I mean, we got Strikers and we got Morello. And I mean, you can probably make Sterics if you're playing like mech or melee carries.
Yep.
I think Sunfire is fine.
Sunfire's fine. I mean, you need anti-heal as well. Should be fine.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah,
I feel like the...
Sorry.
I was gonna say like the way item eco works, this set is just like a little different. Like usually people can't build a bunch of def caps because it's just hard to get a bunch of rods and use them. But now because of the component handles from Lost Streak and just like picking your component off the god, like you can actually get more of like a certain component than you used to sometimes.
Okay. Daisy, what were you saying?
I want to say that I believe that Sunfire Cape in the set is actually probably the best anti-heal item you can make in every game, just because every other tank item got nerfed and Sunfire as well. But value of Sunfire is very high through entire game. And if your first item to make is going to be Sunfire, you will be in a good spot through entire game.
Okay. That's a good tip. Yeah, like again, tank items in general are always relative to each other because they nerfed all the other tank items. Sunfire relative to the other tank items have grown in value. I like that. It's a good heads up note there. And then someone asks, is damage reduction not? Do you just not build damage reduction on tanks anymore? I mean, you can. It's just that you get less source of it. Like they nerfed Visage damage reduction a lot originally, and they gave some of it back. It's just weaker now. But damage reduction is still good. The formula hasn't changed, as far as I know, right? They haven't changed the Ripple. They haven't changed the damage formula at all.
No, they haven't changed that. No,
it's just that you get
they
less.
Just lowered the damage reduction on items.
Biggest difference I will say is that there is no Giga tanks like Garen anymore. Like when you want to stack double expertization stuff, and unit is going to be alive forever. And also there is no tanks that gain durability on their casts. Because most of the time, durability became stronger stat if you have multiple swords of it, and you go over 50% on cast or something. And in this set, tanks are going CC chain, gain a shield, or doing some sort of stun. So no Giga tanks means durability items have lower priority, and both the items also got nerfed.
Okay, that makes sense. The exception, I think, is the mech tank, but he wants a specific set of items, I think, even though he's a Giga tank. Okay. Why is Adaptive Helm high now? I think it kind of goes... Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, it's mainly because of the tank units really want to have mana items. That's it. It's like this mana stat for tank units is way too impactful at the moment. We have the same problems that we used to have a few sets ago, when they change how tanks and how much mana tanks again. And at the moment that TFT have a problem that mana became too powerful on tank units once again.
Yeah. Think about Adaptive currently in set 16 on Darius. That's a really good example of how important some of the mana is on tanks. Why is Trojan better on blue? I think Daisy already explained it, but basically you're better off splitting the tier items for your tanks.
And mainly because of a lot of not a lot, but a few of EP casters have extra attack speed as a stat, from their trait, for example, Space Groove and stuff.
Okay. And then Ripple, why is Kraken so low? As far as I know, it's probably just because the Kraken users are just not very good right now, personally in the meta.
Yeah, I think of the 80 Kraken users, I like Kindred and Zaya, right? But those aren't really the stars of the comp. Zaya's probably awaiting a buff right now, so
it could be soon, but just right now, a lot of the times it's just more about what the meta favors. A lot of times items just reflect what's good. So it usually should mirror that. All right, that's good. So let's go to Orn. Who did the artifacts?
That'll be Dasic.
Dasic? Okay, Dasic. So why don't you give me the rundown? There's only 2 artifacts in S tier, Gold Collector and Light Shield Crest.
Mainly, I will say that there is a big difference between artifacts at the moment. That I think most of the divine artifacts have a better effects than most of the old artifacts.
Okay.
So like every time you will see like a divine armory as a like as your gold augment, I recommend to pick it almost 90% of the time,
Okay.
unless like you look need echo augment or something, because for different items like you gain an options in between, you will always like found the one that like suits your board, and it's always going to be useful. Like when you can pick a portable forge, and you can definitely miss on like EP item, or you can miss for a tank item and stuff. And with divine items, it's going to happen much less. So like divine items, in my opinion, much more impactful and also stronger than old and some like outdated artifacts.
Okay. Except for Kale's Exaltation. This one sucks, right? This is the only divine
Yeah.
artifact I feel like you want to avoid.
It have a very bad stats. It's like I don't really have opinion on all of the artifacts yet, because I definitely didn't play enough games.
Okay.
So like some of those like stats is based on just like purely on some stats and
Yeah.
like, my understanding on the game. But the scale artifact have insanely bad stats.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's like 5.x, which is pretty
Yeah.
bad. All right. I want to go through. Okay. Why don't we just take one turn and name a very powerful artifact interaction of the favorite one that you've been able to see on PvE. So, Solus, what's your favorite artifact plus user combo that you saw?
I mean, this one's pretty obvious. Ari's Aura on Aurelian Soul. Very OP interaction. I think Aurelian Soul casts very often because of like how his mechanic works, and his targeting, which just works really well with Ari's Aura mechanic.
Okay. Awesome. That's you're gonna see that a lot. All right, Ripple,
Yes.
name another artifact plus user combo that you think is really strong.
I don't know, strong. I thought the coolest one I've seen is Horizon Focus Meepsy though. That guy knocks up the whole bro.
Wait, really? Horizon Focus Meepsy. Okay.
Yeah.
You see that on Maokai also. If you know about
Maokai.
know about him.
Yep. Maokai's a really good
Yeah.
one. All right, Daisy, what's another good, really good artifact combo?
I mean, like easiest one like will be to say like internal pack Nami, and you can pair it with an Orn and give me I give him like a Varmok and stuff, so I can proc it very fast. But I want to like, highlight a different artifact, which is like Kappa Juice. Like this artifact
Juice.
got another buff in the set, and it actually looks really good in stats now. In fact, as a baseline item, it gives you a lot of stats now. So I will be not surprised if this Augment is actually going to be TRS very quickly.
just generically, you can put on anybody.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
I mean, it gives it a ton of stats, and like you're not losing even like a lot of hats like when you're losing rounds. So like
Okay.
if you're killing units consistently, you're scaling all the time.
That's nutty. Okay. It doesn't exist anymore. This is an Easter egg of mine, but there was a funny thing where Soraka's Miracle is one of the new divine artifacts, where if the holder survives, you gain 1 HP. That used to work. It doesn't do it anymore. It used to work on Zed. So you actually clone Zed, you would actually gain a lot of HP with Soraka's Miracle on every Zed. It was pretty awesome, but it doesn't work anymore. But it was pretty funny. There's also like a lot of other powerful interactions with artifacts, but we'll be listing them on the websites. If there's any others you guys want to call out, otherwise I'm happy to move on to emblems.
Yeah, I think those are fine. Those
Okay,
are
cool.
like the really
Yeah.
easy
Okay.
one to like capitalize on.
Nicely
I like
done.
Silvermere Dawn Mech, but yeah.
Silvermere Dawn Mech. That's another good one to call out for sure. Emblems. Who did emblems? Solus, you did
Oh,
emblems?
that's me. Yeah. It's me, and then Daisy overlooked some of them, but it's mostly the same. So, I mean, I can go over the S tier. So, Nova Emblem, obviously, because like, it gives a tons of stats, and it allows you to play a really strong board on the way. Because you can pretty much like fast 9 the moment you hit like your 2-star carry and like 1 upgraded tank. Shepherd Emblem, it depends on when you get this emblem. I mean, it's the strongest on like 2-1. Because like Shepherd is just like really strong on 2-1, and then it allows you to play like a snowball AP carry. You can play into LeBlanc, you can play into Vex. Pretty flexible.
Yep.
Voyager is like similar thing, like same thing, but like Voyager also give you like damage amp on the holder, so you can use it as a backline item. It's really good on backline. I personally like this on backliner a lot. And you can basically use it as like a replacement for Giant Slayer. It's just a team-wide buff, pretty good, generic. It's like what do you call it? Strategist emblem. If you play set where we have strategist emblem, and Rogue emblem, Oh my, this emblem is completely overstated. Also, like, there's very few comps in the game that give raw stats right now, and Rogue is one of the comps that give you a lot of base stat. On 3 Rogue, I think you get like 25 or 30 AD AP. I forgot if they nerfed it or not, but it's extremely overstated, and you can snowball the entire mid game off like one Rogue emblem and like a decent setup for it. Vanguard emblem, I think if like some of these emblems getting nerfed, Vanguard emblem is definitely going to be like the first one that gets nerfed. I think this I mentioned it before. Gain 3% AP whenever an ally gains shield. This set there is a ton of shield. You can get it everywhere, and it just gives your backliner a bunch of AP. This emblem is a backliner emblem. Don't be fooled. Vanguard emblem is really good for Galio also because like how Galio interaction works. With like AP, he has a really good AP scaling, and ASO grants himself shield. So like I've seen Vanguard pop up on Galio. It's not bad.
Okay.
But mainly a backline item. Space Group emblem, the main abuser of this is Ribbon. So Space Group is kind of like an interesting trait. Like the stats you get are like really, really powerful, but you have to play a bunch of garbage units. Space Group allow you to reach into like 5 Space Group very early in the early game, and you just outside check everyone. And on like level 8, you can play a pretty strong 7 Space Group board when you hit this rank. But like it just allows you to have like a much better like level 8 board for you to go 9 with it. And usually on level 8 you can play like 5 Space Group plus like strong units. And then this Space Group Ribbon 2 will carry you all the way to level 9. The combo 9 pretty often because you're playing like Pantheon and Ribbon. You're getting like the Timebreaker trait, which is a very like neat source of income. You basically up like a salmon. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good econ if you play it in Space Groove. Okay, so that's the S2. You say okay, so so Voyager always goes backline. You're never putting it frontline?
You can put it frontline if you want to. I've used Voyager at backline as like damage amp if I'm lacking like backliner items.
Okay.
But I feel like it's more useful on my backliner most of the time than like rather frontline.
Wait a sec. Voyager emblem gives Omnivamp? What? Okay.
Yeah, item just overstated itself.
It's very overstated. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's crazy.
And it gives you like a decent chunk of amp.
Yeah.
It's unconditional amp too, so which is like really good.
Right. Okay.
And then
and then the A tiers. Walk us through the A tiers.
Yeah, we can go to Timebreaker emblem. The reason why it's good because it gives you Timebreaker trade for free without like reducing your board strength too much. And if you want to play like 3 or 4 Timebreaker, it's like just attack speed. It's not bad. It just allows you to have like a strong flex +1 too. Yeah. And then Psionic, same thing. But like Psionic doesn't give you econ, but like it gives you like a ton of power mid game. And you can check the stat. It's basically a Triforce, which is really crazy. It's 300 health, 20 AD, 20 AP, 20% attack speed.
Everything.
And you can get 4 Psionic item really early if you can hit it. The units are decently cheap. There's 2 and 3 costs. Pretty easy to hit. And then Bastion emblem is another good one.
Keep going.
Well, if you play this set enough, you found out that like a lot of the time you're gonna end up on like a board with like 1 out of 2 Bastion. It's really kind of hard to fit, but like with Bastion emblem, like you can fit 2 Bastion a lot of the time now with nice emblem because like you don't mind flexing 8 drops of Shen, and the spat itself is like pretty decent stats.
Okay.
And then let me get to Darkstar. So Darkstar emblem, you can use this as a flex +1 or a spat to reach 4 trait. So another trait that gives you raw stats, but it's not very commonly played, is like 4 Darkstar. It gives you a ton of stats. And if Jin becomes good again, this spat is very powerful. But right now, like Darkstar +1 is just really good, especially on like the mech board. It gives your entire board like a free execute, which is like a free augment basically.
Yeah. Darkstar is pretty versatile. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. And then the B tier, we have like the mid emblem, the one you're not too happy to get, but like you don't really like hate it. The Bruiser emblem +1 flex. Marauder emblem, like for Marauder, it's pretty good. But the Marauder emblem itself doesn't give you as much a tempo as like the other emblems. Same as like Nipsey and Primordian. Like these units, they're very like situational. So sometimes you're gonna find it useful, but like most of the time you're gonna out tempo the other emblem. So that's what the B tier.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then C tiers just suck. Is that what it is?
Well, yeah, the C tier emblems are not very useful right now.
Okay.
Yeah, because like even if you're playing Stargazer, like sometimes you're just gonna not need the Stargazer emblem. The Arbiter emblem is OP situationally, but it's gonna be used. You're gonna reforge it later on. So like, it's just there. Right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, the Challenger emblem you can pretty much only play into Master Yi, Kindred Flex. You can have like a little bit stronger early game with like Velvet with a 3+1 Challenger. Personally, like I would rather have Nova emblem over Challenger emblem any day. And it's also like same thing as Arbiter. You're probably just gonna reforge it later on.
All right, that makes
like,
sense.
It's quite understated. And then Sniper and Anima, it's like, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Anima emblems like uses unless you're going for 6, it feels like.
Yeah.
And that's just super rare. Okay, Dasik, you did a pass as well. Anything else you want to add, or did Souls did a good job covering everything?
I think like there are just a few emblems that truly awful at the moment. It's the Challenger emblem and Arbiter emblem sometimes. It's like this emblem just give no stats and they're just bad compared to others.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're just bad. All right, noted. Okay, so that's our item rundown with the scholars. I also want to go over augments as our other big section here as well. And I guess how did augments break down? Did you guys assign different like tiers to different people, or did you guys do it as a group?
We did it as a group. Can you stream this on Discord so it's not delayed?
All right, so this is silvers. Ripple, why don't you start us off here? So any specific S tier silvers that are particular? I mean, all of them are standout. Any of yours are particular favorites?
Yeah, I mean, so S tiers is pretty much ones that you're always like pretty happy to see. I mean, I think a big one that everyone likes is like Expedition. They've like buffed it multiple times, and it's like really strong. Like I think talking about Radiance earlier, are just really strong on some comps like Mech. I think like the thing about Expedition is like the way people are playing around it. Like it could be better, but people just like should be making econ intervals more early instead of like always feeding to it. And if like I think once people learn to do that, then it's gonna like be a lot better, and then I have nerf it.
Okay.
Also, like the tower is really cool. I like the tower early. It just does a lot of damage. It also gives you like pretty good frontline early. And I think Twin Guardians from like last set is when it came out, and I think people were like catching on to it, like being pretty strong. Like it gives you a lot of tank stats. This set in particular looks like it works kind of well with Shen because you make like the little bubble and then you put 2 units in the front. And like just when you compare it,
Shen, I like that.
Yeah, when you compare it relatively like to the other servers and how much tank stats it gives, it's just like really strong.
Okay.
And I think a lot of the other ones here we've had for a while. Oh, Group Hug is a big new one. It just gives, I think the numbers are just like too high, and if you get it in like stage 3, then you just come together and you just get super tanky. So.
Do you need to? Is this one of those things where it's so good that you don't even have to get full greed, or should you always be trying to get max greed on this?
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's like a lot of times they've made printed augments like this, like keepers in the past. You know, like early game, you'd probably full greed it because you don't get really punished by AOE or CC that much. I'm sure in the late game, you probably have to think about it a little more. Like you don't really want your carry getting hit by a bunch of AOE to make them more tanky. Like they'd probably take less damage if they were just away from the clump. So.
Okay, got it. I like where you're heading, which is like talk about some of the new augments. Let's go to the A tier. Dasik, which of these A tier? Let's talk about the new augments. Kickstart. This one I actually thought was gonna be like kind of high in S, but you put it in A tier.
Yes, and because you always have a few like bad outcomes of the unit you can get at 2-1.
That's true.
That's always like a risky augment, but it's always going to be like a decent choice, especially if you're trying to play from win streak or just want to be like a tempo player.
Okay.
But like in general, like view of the like on the augment at the moment, I will say that a lot of the old like augments that got unchanged for a long time got power creeped a long time ago, and like you will see new augments being at the top of our list at the moment, at least, just because they basically are like stronger than all the new like TFT augments.
Okay.
Like if you're going to compare to like a group hack, for example, to lineup, that 2 units are hugging each other is almost a full value of lineup immediately. And you can't really like compare these 2 augments to each other. Like they cannot be on the same tier.
Okay, fair enough.
And like any other augment in like augments in A tier is just mainly echo augments, like especially at 2-1 and stuff.
Okay.
Like I would say that like augment power, like for example, I think this augment is very powerful at 3-2. Because you're like guaranteed a prismatic at 4-2, so like prismatic combat augment is very powerful. So at 3-2 I will say like augment power for me is a S tier augment, and I will always click it most of the time unless like something else is going to pick like my attention. But any other augment in A tier, just basically tempo play,
Okay.
gives you win streak or like an option to scale into late game.
Okay. What's the read on charge transfer? It seems like people think this is a good augment. Soulless, they nerfed it, but it's still really good.
Yeah, so it's like an augment to give you unconditional amp, and on certain comps you don't waste damage. Like for example, Caitlyn TF. Sometimes you notice that these guys overkill by a lot.
Okay.
And charge transfer allow you to like not waste those damage.
Okay.
Which is really good. Yeah.
Got it.
It's just an unconditional good combat augment.
Okay, got it. I'm just gonna move this one as well. Any other new augments? Cognitive tax. Oh man, this is I hate this augment just because of the 1 EXP. It's so troll.
Low key is not that bad when you have like a spot where you have timebreaker and you're on EXP. So you take it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. And the last new augment I see is size matters. After getting Giants build, after champion starts with more than what's it? Gain of war. Is this actually that bad?
I think it's like 3060 HP now.
It's just too high.
It's kind of hard. Kind of hard to
Yeah.
kind of hard to get there.
Yeah, and you don't really like Warmogs isn't that great of an item, so you don't really want to like build it to get there.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Warmogs. Okay, so the reward's not even that good. Got it. All right. Guys, any questions about silver augments from chats before we move on to golds? And if you guys there's for the overlay users specifically, I'll just move this here as well. We have different custom ones. Like Dasic was saying, for example, augmented power is way better on 3-2 than it is on 2-1 because you're guaranteed a prismatic augment. That makes a profound difference. So augmented power is way worse at 2-1, right? B, but the average outcome is A. So if you're more curious on that stuff, that's what they're always going to be updating in the back. Tima asks, why is branching out so low if emblems give so many stats? Solus, why don't you take this one?
Branching out just doesn't give you Reforger, but on like you can see like on 3-2, we value branching out a bit much higher.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. The Reforger makes a really big deal.
Yeah.
Why is risky moves
one of the nodes?
Also,
sorry,
you can
sorry.
Also you can compare branching out to the other S tier silver augment, and you can see why it should not be in the S tier.
Okay, fair enough.
But yeah.
Okay. Why is risky moves in S tier? Someone said, what risky move? Dasic. Why is risky moves S tier?
Yeah.
Like I think it was like my call like to put it in S tier just because of the like carousel priority. Like if you pick risky moves, you just always want to play for tempo and try to win as many rounds as you can. And as a bonus, like you will get at least at cracks, like you will get 2 anvils most of the time because you're going to be in the bottom of HP. You can get extra reforgers, and like the most important part of this augment is being able to choose in between 3-cost unit, 2-cost unit, and 2-star 1-cost unit at 2-5. So at first like carousel, like you will have the best like unit choice, and it can just like swing your game immediately. So I think risky moves as an augment is way too powerful at the moment, to be honest. And another note about like in augments as a whole in general, augments that require you to have specific position like exiles and best friends have much less value in the set. Mainly due to Shen at the moment. It's like most of the endgame boards want to have a Shen on it, and you can't really do it with the slab of augments.
That's really good context. Exiles itself, a good augment, but this set encourages you to play a lot of good units that Exiles has no compatibility with, so that's a good call out.
Yeah. And another like note about Exiles and the best friends is that melee units are very powerful at the moment, and melee units always like starts like their combat on the edge. So it's very likely like for you like you get wrapped if you go into position for Exiles or best friends.
Okay. And then so a lot of people have questions about Expedition Ripple. You were kind of talking about people not like overfeeding at the very beginning. Can you talk a little bit about the arc of how you're thinking about playing Expedition into like the mech lines and other things like LeBlanc, etc.?
Yeah, so I mean, Expedition has an augment like you don't really get much out of it until you proc it, which is kind of at least until like stage 4 usually. I guess if you try really hard to proc it, you maybe get it like stage 3, but pretty much you don't have an augment until stage 4, right? So you're just expected to be weak and losing, and you need to make sure you spike once you proc it. And if you don't have enough gold when you spike, then you're just gonna die anyway. So like there's like a balance between timing that you proc it at the right time, which is like 4-1, 4-2, 4-3, so that you can do your roll down and get your Radiant stuff, but also having enough money when you get there to do it. And like the augment itself gives you like 20 something gold, right? And like 5 costs. So really like you don't technically lose money because it costs like 33 gold, but you can lose money in econ intervals. So I think early on it's like important to lost streak to like kind of just build up the econ that lets you feed and also like not miss econ intervals. So like people will not feed in like the first like couple rounds if it prevents them from making 10, 20, 30.
Interesting. So you're skipping the first couple rounds of losing the champion sometimes to make
sometimes, yeah, or yeah, you wouldn't feed a like a 3 cost and then make 7 gold. Like I think it just ends up making you like way too poor later.
Okay.
And you can like catch up also by giving like you can give upgrades. You can get 4 costs in like late stage 3.
Yeah, and it makes sense. So as long as you're like focusing your econ early, try to hit that, try to do the cash out of 4-1, 4-2, 4-3. And it's going to change a lot because sometimes you're playing time breaker, right? Your EXP interval is like weird. Sometimes you're actually winning some rounds by accident, so you have some HP to give. So as long as you're sometime doing an early stage 4, cashing out expedition, it's good enough. But try not to nuke your entire economy to rush it. I think people are literally like making 2-star 2 costs and like sacrificing it, and they're just completely poor. You're just dead by doing that. Okay, cool. That's all the questions that we have for silver. Let's go to golds. For gold tier, let's do the same thing we did last time. Let's start off with any of the new augments. So Dasik, you're talking about Apiatic Forge. This is just like this is the augment that you want to click for those big radiant those divine artifacts. Yeah, and you would click this like if you offered this over Portable Forge, you would click Apiatic Forge every single time, right?
Always. Like I don't think it's even close.
Okay, got it. Is there anything else worth noting? Earth's Gambit. This is the first time we've seen Earth Gambit this high in S tier. Why is that?
Any emblems you can make is good. Like all the like pants is like okay, and the augment itself is actually overstated. It gives you pan, which is like more than value of like normal component.
Okay.
It gives you an item anvil and the 6 gold at 32. So it's just a very powerful and like unique like effect you can get on your board.
Okay, got it. But why? But Earth itself, there's another augment. Earth is not as high. You're just saying it's because Earth's Gambit gives way more than Earth does, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And like Earth like require you to sacrifice a component for it, and Earth's Gambit gives a component with it. That's a big difference.
Yeah, that anvil, that item anvil is a really big difference. So you don't have to pay for it. Okay.
And all of the like new like cool augments is like cosmic like restart and S tier, which sells your board, which is important. It sells every unit on your board and gives you 2 emblem. This augment is truly OP, I think, at the moment.
Yeah.
It's like every time you have an option, you must click it and like try it out.
Okay. Like I just want to look at this. Sell your board, get 11 free shop rerolls and 2 random minimums, and then where's gain 21 gold? Where is it?
Yeah.
Where's gain 21 gold?
You need to scroll down. You need to scroll down.
Gain 21 gold. It's like, yeah. The differences in some of these augments is pretty huge. And listen, we're a competitive player base. We're a strategy guide website. You need to exploit that, right? Don't click 20. You need to be clicking these opportunities and getting the LP when you can. So find the imbalances early in the set like that, and that's how you get a huge edge.
And one of the like more notes about the gold augment is that early learnings and no scout and pivot is both augments are OP for 1 cost reroll. So if you like to reroll in 1 cost units, look up for both these augments and try to play 1 cost reroll with them.
Yeah, that's a good note. Some people might click no scout no pivot. Oh, it's S tier. I'm gonna click it, and you're playing your mech line. You're not gonna have a good time. So just be very careful with no scout no pivot. All right, let's talk about the new ones in A here. We got Frontline Foundation. This one is awesome. Ripple, why don't you talk a little bit about some of the new ones in A here?
Yeah, I mean, Frontline Foundation is just, one, it's nice getting an upgraded unit early. It's like good for tempo, and then you get an item. We are talking about how like emblems just have good stats on them. I think the tank emblems are always just like pretty flexible on your board, and then there's emblems like Vanguard that are just like a crazy carry item that you can just hit and like you kind of just win the game off of it. Especially like these ones where it's like a limited set of emblems, like it's not like completely random, then like you pretty much have a pretty good idea of what you're gonna get.
Okay.
Same with like the carry one, like I think getting what's it called?
It's
like
called backline something. Backline Foundation, or
it's an 80, I think.
We'll go through. We'll just go line by line then. The one I see here is booster pack plus. So this is the one you get on 4-2. You're saying this one's the best booster pack?
It gives you like the most chances to get lucky. Like every other like booster pack is like okay, but this one gives you 1 and sometimes 2 legendary units, which is a lot of value.
Okay. I mean, that's huge. We have the hero augments, makes sense.
Like one of the like extra notes about A tier is that both implants augments, cybernetic implant and uplink, both of them are back, and both of them is very powerful. I think both of them is honestly just overstated. Like if you read how much stats it gives on the units, that's kind of too much.
Okay.
And they also give the components with them, which is also very important.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Cybernetic Implants now gives a sword and Uplink gives a tier. That's a huge change. That's a huge change. That's actually the inverse of Slammin. Just as a PSA, we played Slammin for what, like 10 sets now, 11 sets, and they took away the components. It's just gold now. Sad.
You feel like you've been cheated every time you play content.
It's still good, but like the one is like noticeably weaker.
Yeah.
But like the 2 version is actually like one of the best echo augments in the game. For
fair enough.
For it cost.
So what were you saying?
Oh, I was saying like now when you take salmon and you don't see the component anymore, it just doesn't feel right. You still cheated on.
Yeah, it's like, is it bugged? Is it bugged? For sure. So people are asking about 2 tanky. We have 2 tanky really high up. What's the 2 tanky comp, Solus?
So right now the main 2 tanky comp is just Samira. You can play like the 2 tanks. Like you can play like the 2 the units that knocks up like 2 Raz for example, and then 2 Samira, which is pretty good. It's like the version is pretty flex. You just play two good units on your board, and the health you get from 2 tanky are very overpowered right now because you know how like tank item got nerfed.
Yeah,
2 tanky give you a ton of frontline stats, and it's the Samira ward. You just want to play a unit that knocks up anyways.
Okay,
that fits your traits.
Noted. I'll put that in the Samira comp. We just updated it. Okay, great. Going through it, money hungry. How do you Ripple? How do you evaluate this econ augment?
I think it's okay. Just like it's kind of like a raining gold, but they changed it up a bit.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. I was gonna say, I think another like a new addition to like A tier, I feel like is like Warlord's Honor that they added last set, but that was pretty like a low key augment. This set's there's not that many traits that give you flat AD AP, so
true.
This augment's just good for like giving that resource.
Okay. I like that. Yeah, that's a good observation. Warlord's Honor is better this set. Noted. And then we have other augments that are relevant to to their comps, like Zed and the hero augments. Okay. Let me take out some of the stuff that they took out Pilfer.
No, I think it's still in.
Oh, I think they disabled it at 2-1. It's 3-2 Pilfer now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
And like a lot of people asking like questions about like hero augments and stuff. Like, don't worry, like we will update them, like we will have like real stats.
Yeah,
because it's very hard like to make any like I'll judge like a power of hero augment just based on like PB games.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Other augments worth shouting out.
Also,
here's the Blackline Blueprint. We put it in B. It's a lot worse than Frontline Foundation. It seems.
I think like we didn't move it up. It like should be like a low A.
Okay.
Yeah, this one's fine.
Okay.
And like another note about augments in general, I think both like advanced loans augments are quite bad in this set because like there is like no more Yordles, there is no more like Golden Gala guaranteed, and that's a big part of the augment.
So okay.
I will be almost never happy. I'll probably like clicking like advanced loan in any of my games.
Yeah. There's no encounters to guarantee that advanced loan won't punish you, and if you lose out on a prismatic, it's very, very big deal. If anything, actually, they buffed the odds of the average game for Prismatic by a little bit because they recognized that there weren't encounters anymore. So
extra like one like a percent on everyone.
Do you guys think Anima Commander is bait? This is like the Anima Loose Streak one.
Or do you want to take this one, Solus?
You can take that one. I just personally think it's a bit sus.
Yeah, I feel like the weird part about Anima this set, that's like the cash out trait is that it scales with your loss streak, right? So you really need to like be like on a high loss streak in like stage 3. And the problem with like the meta right now, there's a lot of people just like not playing stage 2 very much. Like they just play 2 Timebreaker or 3 Primordian. so their boards are really weak. So it's hard to build up a loss streak while playing Anima. So you can have like Anima 2-1, like you might just beat someone that just has an Ezreal and a Pantheon on their board.
Yeah, you just get
Um,
griefed. They're not even trying to
yeah.
necessarily as well.
Yeah, like I think like a more solid strategy for Anima sometimes is like you want to get in at like 3-1 when people actually have to start playing units, and then you can still get like a 300 cash.
Okay, understood.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else worth noting? Side effect is a new combat augment. Oh, so
Yeah, I can add something. Yeah, so this set, the hero augments are very contested because like the units themselves, like right now we don't know how good the hero augments are, because like Jax is always contested and Meepsy is always contested.
Right.
So you don't really see their true power. So we're just gonna keep them on the down low for now, but keep an eye on them because like Meepsy is very powerful from like a personal like eye test.
Thank you, man. So I was talking to dishsoap like 30 minutes ago, and he's like, "Nah, no one plays Meepsy on the board." I'm like, well, I don't know, man. I look around, I've never hit Meepsy 3.
No, it passes the eye test for sure. Like it's just hard to hit.
Okay, cool. Great. I think that covers most of the golds, but obviously chat always has specific questions. So chat, if you guys have any questions about gold augments, feel free to drop them. So that way we can ask them anything. Is constructed champion supposed to be played with specific one cost? Oh, that's a prismatic, but I mean we can talk about that when we get to prismatic section. What are the go-to emblems with Earth? It's mainly Nova and Space Groove. Am I missing any?
It's mainly Nova and Space Groove, yeah.
Yeah, and like for pants, it's like Voyager is fine. Is always going to be good on like on any boards, but it's like well, most of the pants are just good, and just it's mainly Augment itself gives too much value at once. And, like that's the reason it's like one of the best Augments.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was. I have it confused with Build-A-Bud. Oh, you're right. Constructed Companion. Where do we have it? There it is.
I can take this one.
Yeah.
So you can just buy like your like couple backliners, like AP backliner, like Timo, Lissandra, or you can even buy like a Leona tree. It just gives you a very strong like McKin tempo. Because like a lot of time now you can notice that people don't really like playing the mid game because Timebreaker exists and then Primordial exists. So a 3-star one cost can definitely just tempo you and save a lot of HP. And it's decent interest in the process.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I can also cover like the too much value questions.
Okay.
So
too much
right now, currently, there's one really popular too much value board. If you have seen it, it's a Pike Gwen board. Where you do carry Pike and Gwen, you just ignore the Milio, and Pantheon is like your main tank. The board plays 6 2 costs, which is insane value, and you also have 2 Timebreaker, so you're getting a lot of gold per turn.
Can you also just play too much value as a reroll generator and also just like play fast 8?
Yes. Okay. You can play it as a reroll generator.
Okay.
Very easy to play because Timebreaker is 2 cost unit. If you play Pantheon and Milio.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right, good.
I think if you like relatively compare too much value to Trade Sector, like they both give you 2 gold at the start, and like if you just play 2 costs, it's pretty much exactly Trade Sector, but now they can be a little better if you keep playing more 2 costs. So that's why it's like a tier above Trade Sector.
Okay. Pandora's bench was nerfed because of gold of unlocks. Thoughts of it as a value? This was actually a little bit debated internally about Pandora's bench. Does anyone want to talk about Pandora's bench?
Like I would say this Augment is truly OP at the moment at 2-1. Because it gives like flat like 6 gold and 1 cost reroll is viable, right? We have like 3 different like 1 cost comps you can play around, and you win condition with Pandora bench just always for cost 3-star. So like it's very likely you will hit for cost like 3-star if you play a game from win streak.
All right, 2-1, but 3-2 Pandora's bench. I mean, what do we have? 3-2 Pandora's bench.
It's lower.
Yeah, it's a little more sus, is what we'll say.
Like any argument that gives you initial gold with it at 2-1 is very strong. And like my last note about like gold argument will be I'm a big fan of like Sunfire board. Because
they brought it back.
I think this argument is very OP at the moment because 15 seconds is a long time. And remember the change like they made to Edge Knight in the last set, that it's not like remove Sunfire effects anymore, so it's always like persist on the unit. So like Sunfire board works against every melee unit no matter what. So it's a very powerful combat argument. And sometimes it's actually, I would say, very good argument choice at 2-1 because you can get it at 2-1 for whatever reason. but I think it's still going to be good argument.
Interesting. Okay, I forgot about that interaction. That's very favorable for Sunfire. You would click this even at the
Yeah.
beginning of the game at 2-1.
I mean, like if you're trying to win streak and they're going to have other good options, I think so.
Okay, interesting. Is there a 1-star champion you can play for solo leveling? That's a good question. How
Yes.
Are you guys looking for solo leveling units? It was Rex Science at 16.
I mean, right now, currently, the most consistent one is Briar. But other than Briar, the other ones are not as good. They're not guarantee you to streak. But if you hit an early Urgot, I think Urgot's pretty decent also.
Okay.
But the easiest one would be Briar. Like if you have Briar pair and you want to like try for solo leveling, and you mix streak and get 2 components and a bunch of EXP, I think it's fine. You can just play that into mech because the slam are pretty much the same. Titan, Zerek, Gargoyle, and yeah.
Oh, I like it.
It's good because it's good because you want unit that can hold mech items, and then you can just make a very smooth pivot.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, wait, actually, can you transform Urgot in solo leveling? I think you can.
No,
right?
no,
you can't. Oh,
that would be
be
broken.
crazy. Oh man, I never tried.
I'm going to be honest. I think I'm very low on solo leveling, but only one good user that can abuse it very well at stage 2 is Pike. Because like Pike have backline access, so you can like scam around by killing enemy carry fast enough.
Okay.
Mm.
So
you can like snowball and kill like tanks later on. But
okay.
I would say there is not a lot of good. It's like if solo leveling is not like guarantee you a 5 streak of 2-star like 1 cost unit, I think Augment itself is just mid because it still gives you like a decent amount of XP and 2 components no matter what. So like Augment itself is still good, but it's not like OP tier.
Okay. That makes sense. How about talent solo leveling? I mean, it probably is the same thing. It's just like it's probably going to be, unfortunately, easy to lose.
In this specific set, for whatever
That's
reason,
fine.
there is a lot of units on low costs that have CC in their abilities. And that's a big like counterplay against solo leveling.
Ah, okay. Yeah, CC is the enemy of it. All right, how good is Booster Pack 2-1? Not very good, according to these guys. I guess
it's terrible.
It's terrible.
Yeah, I mean, you just compare like the flat, like how much gold you get from that versus like all the other ones that just scale throughout the game is just really low.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Noted.
Yeah.
That's basically just low gold value. Sometimes it's just a simple like not enough gold at the moment. So, all right, let's go to Prismatic for our final section here. Prismatic augments, the new ones I see here. I see Baron's Lair, this new one. Solus, talk to me about Baron's Lair.
Well, Baron's Lair right now is, I'm gonna be completely honest, not very balanced. So you know how like they took away a lot of trade that give flat stats. Not only does Baron's Lair give you a ton of stat, it also give you a full tank item. I think they're probably gonna try and remove that or weaken it into like a component anvil or something. But right now you're playing Baron's Lair and a Solcom is completely like you're just gonna outstat like every com in the game most of the time. It just give you too much in my opinion. But
yeah, 580 in AP every second for the rest of combat adds up to a lot very quickly. So and for your whole team, it's not even just like specific units. They brought back Earth Grab Bag. We've covered this a couple times, but emblems are very good. So if you have a spot to use it and play a strong emblem, that makes sense. What else? What are some of the other new ones?
Oh yeah, I can. This one's an interesting one. We Stick Together. So you know how like emblems this set is a bit better.
Yeah.
And We Stick Together is actually pretty good if you can hit like some verticals are not playable, but if you get an emblem for them, it's playable. So it kind of like balance out like some emblems that are bad, but with this it's good, right?
Okay.
Yeah, and it's just like a very takeable augment in my opinion.
Okay.
Whereas like previous sets, like there's only like couple bailout. This set, you're not like too unhappy with a lot of them, so it's really really nice. Should give it a try.
Okay. You guys love the Golden Gamble augments? I mean, this. Okay, I guess everyone knows how good it can be if you hit heads. How bad is it if you miss?
It's just slightly worse, but it can be better like sometimes than like min max, right? It gives you like 4 components regardless. So it's good like when you need components and you're looking for extra items. It's still going to be a good tempo augment.
Okay. Fair enough. All right, and then Just Hit. This was an old augment that came back.
Yeah.
I mean, just good, I guess.
It's
for
very
econ.
OP of hitting like 3-star focus units.
True.
I think that Augment is gonna be very, very powerful.
I think so as well. I feel like it's gonna be there's gonna be some scam backdoors in checkmate. I can see that already.
Yeah.
I can see it already. You guys have Worth the Wait in A. Worth the Wait 2, would you get ran 2 costs? But you have Exalted Adventure in B. Can you talk about that a little bit? Because these are playing around 2 costs specifically.
Yeah, I can. The difference between like these arguments is that like Worth the Wait 2 gives you much more gold across the game. It's like always like 2 gold, like in a turn no matter what. And you actually have a very higher chance to cap your board around legendary units and be level 9 with like a bunch of them being upgrades.
Okay.
Upgraded. When Exalted Adventure, I think it's like truly like 2nd place, 3rd place Augment at the moment. I think 2 cost units are not powerful on themselves, and the rewards you're getting are not really help you winning games. It can win you to win like stage 4 if you hit on tempo, but it doesn't help you win games.
Okay. Makes sense. And I think, is that it for terms of the prismatic augments? Everything else, I mean, Golden Egg is perma-C. Went out way worse this set. There's no like Void Baron type stuff.
Yeah.
It's
like we have like Prismatic Lotus in B at the moment, which is probably unfair because this augment just always been good in any previous sets. But at the moment, like there is 2 problems with it. That we have a crit trait that just basically I'll have like counterplay with it, right? And another like big part of it is Akali. If you play any Akali comps, you just don't need Lotus. It's that simple.
Yeah, that's true. Precision is pretty easy to get, so Lotus is going to be lower value this set. If you're not playing Akali, if you are playing Akali in your comps. Okay, so that's our prismatic coverage. I mean, there's not that many prismatic augments in the game. You could argue Riot needs to put more prismatic augments, but if you guys have any questions about prismatic augments, drop them. What are the comeback story comps this patch? Does anyone know? What are you guys playing with comeback story?
Oh yeah, you can play Nova, you can play Mech, but it's more likely Nova than Mech. It's just the comp can use a lot of stats that Nova offer. Like the Nova can use a lot of stats like comeback story offer, like attack speed and health. Because like in Nova you're playing melee carries, right?
Mm-hmm.
So always been good stats for those kind of units. And yeah, just those are the main 2, I would say. Because you kind of want to play a comp that can win the game. So you don't really want to play like comeback story into Quirky, which is like severely understated. It'll be really bad, right?
All right, got it. Why is new recruit in S?
Yeah,
it's a dupe. Dupe is
dupe enough fun.
Yeah.
It's because it does what it does, guys. It gives you +1.
Exactly.
And a champion duplicate. Duplicators are really good. I would also say that the tempo that you can get off of new recruit, off of certain compositions right now, like Mech is extremely valuable. So very, very nice. It's just a good augment. That's why. How are you supposed to play wise spending? That's actually a good question. A lot of people don't know how to play wise spending.
Yeah. So wise spending, ideally you want to play it on a comp you can start rolling on 6 and 7. So like the 3-cost comp would be ideal. Like you can play the Victor line or you can play the Samira line with wise spending. Is what I've seen. And then you basically early game you just play Timebreaker, right? And then starting on level 6, you just start rolling for Samira or the Victor line, and you just pick like one line, and then you just play it for the rest of the game, and you can play game tempo board pretty easily with wise spending.
Yeah, 3-cost reroll really decent, which is why 3-2 it kind of lines up really nicely. Yeah. Why is subscription S tier? Subscription serves S tier. Dasik, can you speak to this?
Yeah, like that is like mainly 3 reasons for it. It's Tom Kench, Master E, and Riven. Tom Kench because of you can like snowball like through entire game. Riven gives you time breaker, which is basically echo augmented to 1. It just always gives you like some value. And like Master E is very likely what gives you win streak because unit itself is quite overstated at 1 because he's melee unit, and he can also give you an item with him. So like subservice is like one of the best arguments in terms of tempo play. And you have a lot of outs to just get like bailed out and like high rolling options.
It's true. Wow, I actually didn't think about it, but yeah, there's so many good hits with subscription service at 2-1. You can always high roll a 2-star 4-cost way too early and just your tempo's out of control. It's a good call. Especially Tom Kench, man. That sounds crazy. Is there any preferred comp for Barons? I don't really think so. I mean, any composition that basically plays like a ramp style comp.
Like LeBlanc.
Yeah.
like any comp works. Just
Any
comp
comp
doesn't
really
matter.
works. Any comp that
But yeah,
doesn't
any comp
win in
works.
8 seconds, which is a lot of them.
Yeah.
Is there anything else, guys? Why is hedge fund in A as opposed to what? It's just an econ augment, so econ
just-
is
just
generically
econ.
good.
Also, like generically, if there's a comp that can stabilize on level 8 and go straight to 9, hedge
Mhm.
fund is really good for lines like those. Like for example, Mech and Nova. Those are the 2 lines you can play with hedge fund. Like any loose streak comp into like win out, hedge fund is good. So whenever we have meta like fast 9 or like fast 8 into 9, hedge fund will always be like A tier.
Yep. All right. Okay, that's pretty much it. Do we know what changes they're making for tomorrow's patch? No, we don't. We're basically just speculating. So, but we can assume that based on the tier list, I mean, they'll probably nerf things like Nova Emblem. Sorry, this said 16. They'll probably nerf like Nova Emblem. They might take down like Mech a little bit, but we'll see.
Zaya will get
Yeah,
some
they'll probably
outside
buff
buff.
Zaya. That's about it. All right. And that's it, man. I think that was a really good coverage. That was like a really solid hour and change going over all the items and augments. So thank you guys for taking the time to hang out with me. Quick plugs, because as much as these guys are part of the TFT Academy program, they're also going to be doing other stuff, right? Like Dasik, you stream and you do coaching. So why don't you talk a little bit about some of the stuff coming up for you, Dasik?
I'm just like streaming like sometimes like doing coaching on the side, but my main goal is just always like to do better in the tournaments, and my goal like for the set to finally win a tournament.
All right, you'll do it, man. You're making the final lobbies really consistently. I believe it. You're
Yeah, thank you.
the Tempo Timmy can do it. I think you can win. I got you. Okay, Ripple. Anything you want to plug before you go?
Yeah, I mean, also I like competing a lot. Want to do well, but I don't know. I do coaching. This is fun. I post some coaching VODs on YouTube at Ripple Overdrive.
All right, he won't sell as much as I will. Ripple posts a lot of his coaching sessions on YouTube, youtube.com, Ripple Overdrive. I think a lot of people don't know it, but he's posting his own like coaching VOD. So there's a lot of people that will actively hunt out good coaching content, and he does like a lot of the fundamental stuff, right? Why you cap low, stop overrolling, when to actually flex units. So if you're like looking for additional content and stuff that he even posts his own coaching things, check out Ripple's YouTube that he's trying to grow. You gotta be a little bit more forthcoming about it, Ripple. You gotta be talking about this is what you're doing.
Yeah, I like a lot like discussing fundamentals and stuff. So you like that stuff and just like, I don't know, thinking about the game, and I think it's good there.
Yeah,
thanks for the plug.
He'll it's definitely check out his YouTube. And then Solus,
Yo,
what are you up to, man?
I stream on Twitch. It'll be like Twitch TV/Solus, and most of the time I'm just like the guy who plays a lot of Legion comp, like reroll, open 4 into fast 8, fast 9. Yep. If you like those kind of play style, you can check me out. I'm not the flexes of players, but
no, we were actually talking about opening up a special section for you on the website. We'll talk about it a little bit more, but we were thinking about opening up like the Solus corner. We're like, you just one trick. Like, I don't even care about this tier list. Just give me something to one trick, and it'd be like the Solus recommends you play this one comp this entire patch. The Chud corner, exactly. All right. Thank you, boys. Awesome stuff, and we'll catch you guys next time, and we'll see you all throughout the set. Good luck.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, guys. That's it for me, man. That was a really long yap session. Oh my god, that was like 3 hours. But all I'm saying is, if you guys still don't know or still don't feel prepared going into the set, I mean, I don't know what will help you, but maybe reviewing this would help you. We did 3 hours full on diving into the set. You guys should feel super prepared. We're posting it all on the TFT Academy YouTube. If you guys want to subscribe and check that out, we're trying to always grow the sub count. Our goal is to try to get this sub count end of the year to like 100K if we could. We want to grow this. We want to get our little button. We're going to be posting more content. And those guys will be making guides for this channel. They're going to be having the guides on the overlay as well. If you're a Patreon subscriber, we're calling it TFT Academy Plus, right? They're going to be updating things like meta read and the coaching sections. It's all part of the stuff that's going to be coming to the overlay as part of phase 2. Phase 1 was just getting this overlay up with our replay feature, with the team builder, with all the fancy like bells and whistles of the usual stuff. Phase 2 is actually making it full of content, so it feels like this app is everything that you need to climb. So that's kind of where we're at. And we're making constant updates. And if you guys haven't heard, once again, we're going to be sponsoring Box Bootcamp throughout the launch of the set.